time, I don't think it'd been appropriate to take Rando with us, but we can
Well,
figure out a way to get him there while
I
Elodie.
can't wait for you guys to learn what's actually going on.
Mm. A
Not to
whole
spoil,
a
but
whole bunch of nonsense is going on.
a whole
Yes,
bunch of
very much
nonsense.
so.
I've got an inkling that what our suspicions were might be somewhat accurate. That's what my inkling is.
What
You've had a lot of
suspicions?
suspicions over the course of this adventure, so which
Yeah,
one are you
you're
talking
gonna
about
have to
specifically?
specify.
I don't need I don't need to specify. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. No need to go into details further.
That Marcus is actually wearing a wig.
Okay,
He's
not
actually
not,
just a product
Mystery.
placement.
not quite that
Or-
suspicious.
or the fact that her wizard brother can't do magic. I think
What
that's
would
a
it be? What would it
no,
be? He's a sorcerer, but yeah, why isn't he doing magic? Who knows?
yeah.
Who
He's
knows?
probably a little shell shocked.
Yeah. He's just you got to give him a little bit. He's got to warm up to it.
Yeah.
That's what it
All
is.
right. Do we need to recap last session? Because I think everyone was sort of like lodged into what happened because the whole
Yeah, we're pretty
transition
locked
with the
in.
queen. Yeah.
It
The
went the
queen,
way
of
it did.
course, the transfer that happened between Elodie and Marcus. And you guys visiting Oscar's mansion, where Oscar wasn't where he should be. And now he definitely is where he shouldn't be.
And we
He's where he
discovered
shouldn't be, yeah.
as Atoli and Barlin geared up to fight a valiant fight against this imposter of nothing. He was a minor illusion. Or major illusion. Major illusion is what I'm.
Oh,
gathering.
really?
Yes.
Is that what we found
Yeah.
out at the end?
Yeah, because
you
I fired an arrow at him and it just went through.
Oh, it went through, right.
Yeah, because
Interesting.
I honestly did not consider the fact that he was an illusion. I was like, oh shit, it's another doppelganger. Fuck this guy. I'm gonna just go ahead and air to the
How
face.
did we not clean this guy out last time?
Yeah. And Atoli, I'm guessing, was probably thinking the same thing, and we were about to get into a fight with a doppelganger.
At least very close to it.
And Nespit then dispelled him.
Yeah, Nespip dispelled him, right. That's what that dispel magic is. Okay. I wasn't paying attention at the end, I'll be honest. I was
Doodling.
doing my own thing. Yes, definitely doodling. You guys want to see my terrible bluey doodle?
You draw Bluey?
No, I'm not going to show you.
Aw.
It's really bad. I showed it in a different campaign, and they were like, "Yeah, that's actually terrible." So I will not be showing you my terrible bluey doodles.
A Bluey.
To pick up,
Blue.
kind of left off with Atoli finding he stayed back behind. I'm going to say that if because you said 5 or 10 minutes, I think Nemron runs upstairs and Toli's not behind him. He come back down there to see what's going on. So left off with Atoli making his way down and finding what is probably the real Oscar tied up for some reason and not either dead or kidnapped. That's about. I mean, you know what they say about assumptions, so or assuming things. Without going into too much recap, I think that's. We had the whole
Pretty
thing with
much
the queen. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So as you are indeed underneath Reed Manor, and you walked up a little bit towards a couple of these rooms, you've noticed two things. One room is apparently filled with live, for lack of a better word, zombies. And the other chamber seems to be a ritual chamber. The ritual chamber itself has a couple of candles, sort of roughshod, put in a circle. And you notice that at the center of this circle there is something drawn with a purple color. It looks like a summoning circle or a magic circle, something like that. To the north of that, there is a statue looming precariously towards the circle. But perhaps most damning here is the fact that apparently Oscar Yoren, is lying on the ground, hogtied and passed out.
Just like we like him.
Yes.
Is there any way from out here to the gate thing?
It doesn't seem to be locked.
Doesn't seem to be.
Hmm.
The commander apparently went downstairs.
Yes, he is downstairs as well.
Nesbit would probably go upstairs and ask how long the students left Oscar alone. Because all Nesbit knows right now that there was an illusion, and he ran back to make sure the commander is safe, and that's not something involved with him.
The commander seems perfectly fine. And if you run upstairs, the students look at each other and they're like, the what? No, he was only here just a minute ago.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Wait,
So-
was that the illusion you speak of?
My detect magic is probably still going.
Yeah.
That I used. So do they look normal?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we got a problem. Apparently he isn't there anymore. We're currently looking into it. But do you remember anyone coming in, out, anything?
No, other than those three that you guys stopped when when we were captured. Beyond that, nothing happened. No one came here. We were just getting ready. Oscar was walking back and forth, doing some stuff. He was downstairs a lot, but nothing really happened.
Are there maybe any secret tunnels or something like that?
We have a hatch that connects to the lower area. You can access it via a ladder, or just open up the hatch outside. It should be locked though. I guess you could climb in or out of the well, but that's really difficult.
Okay. Yeah, we need to look into that. I'm
Sure,
gonna go
sure.
back down. And I'm gonna take Tali with me.
Yep.
We're going there.
While Nespa ran up there, I'd fill the Lord Commander in on the deal. And we can
Sure.
move on.
I never really liked places like this. Look at that. There's some, well, something in there that shouldn't be alive. And now you're telling me that this Yoren is somewhere down here in a pickle?
I'm not sure. Got to keep. I don't know that he found Oscar yet, but I'm bringing him to find a Tully now, so we don't know that he's. So as far as we know, Oscar's gone.
That will complicate things, he says as he walks with you.
I think at this point, I totally would have to try and pry open the. But poking me.
It'll open.
There's no magical traps or anything else scattering through my face.
Nope.
Fantastic. He's gonna enter. Have a look.
Coming down with detect magic, is there anything in the room that's looking suspicious?
There's a couple of things that light up. There is a bowl, like sort of like a brazier almost, that is seemingly empty, as in it's not lit. But there's a bit of magical essence coming off of that. Seemingly, there's a couple of objects in there, and you're seeing that the circle in the middle is also giving off a light hum. Let me quickly check what kind of school that is, because it's not the one that you might expect.
Whatever you do, don't step in this.
Yeah, don't touch that.
It will be divination.
Interesting.
All right. How's Oscar looking?
Not because he's passed out. But
Wow.
He's,
Okay, we're starting out hard.
he's got a large bump on his forehead. Other than that, he seems pretty much intact.
Is there any way to like to buy him
I'm
and
gonna
set him up?
yeah, I'm gonna use a good berry to bring him back.
You're using a good berry as smelling salt.
Yeah, basically.
I love that.
Untie him,
Shove it up his-
untie him, and sit him up. Yeah. Well,
Sure. With that, he will wake up. As that slowly happens, you hear the Lord Commander grumbling behind you. Why is that statue here?
What statue?
The one at the end of the room. Do you recognize it?
Would Nabarlin recognize it?
Potentially. Give me a religion check.
Ooh, he's on form today.
Yeah, you do recognize this, and I'm pretty sure you're not going to like the answer. That is Orcus, and Orcus is yeah, Orcus is the demon lord of the dead. So that's no bueno. That's like only Baal is like one step above that. So he's right up there.
Considering I follow the Lord of Rebirth, having the god of death is not what I like.
I'd imagine so. I mean, they operate kind of in the same circle, just with a different philosophy behind it. Yeah.
It's like the difference between a priest and a necromancer. It's like, what a,
Yeah. It's both necromancy. It's
yeah,
just,
I mean, a necromancer just doesn't know when to give up.
That's a nice one.
So, Oscar, what happened?
Oh, where am I? Oh,
You're appearing in your ritual chamber.
yeah. Oh well. I was preparing to leave. Where's my research?
Gone. So, which is why you need to talk now.
I was in my study. I was gathering the things that we should take with us. We were going to prepare to leave and he locks eyes with the Lord Commander, when I would talk to you, sir. And I was looking at the vial of blood that I got from you, Tony. And then I passed out, I think, or
You were
something made
knocked
me
out.
pass out. I didn't see anyone.
How could they have hit you in the forehead? Like, you didn't see them?
I don't know.
I mean, if he was on his table, they could have just knocked him into the table. So,
I'd like to inspect his head.
Give me a medicine check.
Nabarlin, having spent plenty of time seeing battle wounds, would like to help him do that.
You can roll yourself, because right now,
okay.
Totally sees that he has a bump, and that's it.
Oh, you got an ooh right there.
Yeah, that is also a boo-boo. I concur.
You
with
agree both that he has a boo-boo. Yes.
He's got a boo-boo.
I'm gonna go look for the hedge and stuff the students mentioned.
Sure.
What are you doing in here? What is this? He points to the statue.
Guess there's no reason for me to be silent about it now.
Well, that kind of depends on how you want your future to look.
I'm having a bit of trouble with my research right now, especially now that it's gone. But before that, I had one other issue. My research is benefiting from the fact that I've been in the haze for quite a while. I've built up a bit of a resistance, if you will, but obviously nothing is free, and that too came at a cost. As you have at some point already aptly mentioned, I'm not really looking so great. I'm living, but it doesn't take a genius like me to know that my life will probably be cut short in comparison to a healthy individual just simply by living in the haze. But my research isn't done, and I want to continue. I must continue the research. Luckily, most of it is in here as well. The research notes, they're not going to be that useful, hopefully.
You're making a deal.
I've been trying to communicate with a deity to maybe find a way to prolong my life. My physique is already deteriorating, so I don't mind that too much. But having a bit more time. You get the feeling this is insinuating a certain ritual.
Getting the feeling that backfire more than
Would so um Barry, just given Barlin's religious proclivities, would he understand what he's trying to do?
He's hinting at becoming a lich.
Okay.
so that's bad.
That is a point of view, young man.
I'm sorry.
Oscar. uh we can probably address this later. Have you met the Lord Commander?
Well, I have now, it seems. My lord, come on.
Admitting
Lord
to
Commander.
wanting to be a lich and meeting the Lord Commander at the same time. It's not a good day for Oscar.
And that's exactly what he points out. He's like, I wish we could have met under different circumstances. I hope this doesn't influence our deal.
Well, Commander, we told you there were some peculiar proclivities of his research.
Bit extreme measures.
The extreme measures, a little more extreme than we thought, but we did tell you about that. We did tell you they would be extreme.
Yes. And I didn't exactly expect this, but I'm getting the feeling that neither did you. As such, Oscar, with your research stolen, can you still provide what we would require in your current capacity if we take you with us? Well, yes, Lord Commander, I can. The notes being taken away will slow things down a bit. I I imagine there's no lilies anymore, are there?
We found nothing else.
It's over though.
That is an issue. We will require more of those if I'm going to be able to produce more potions and continue research. That is the biggest setback right now, Lord Commander. Everything else we should be able to get set up. And Mr. Yoren, what of the ritual that you're taking place over here? Can that be postponed? I will not have someone trying to ritually become a lich in my barracks. I understand that, Commander. My life will be short, but at least I will still have a life, which is better than if I would have been left here to die.
Oscar,
Yes.
help us work through this current help us work through this current situation. And Barlin opens up his ritual book and shows him the teleport circle. I can offer you a way out, eternal rebirth, if you help us with this. He closes it up real quick. We can discuss this later, but
I have many questions, but at least it is a better offer than nothing.
Hold up, I'm interested in that.
as I said, we can discuss this later. For now, though, we got to get out of here because who knows when they'll be back.
Wait, Oscar, you said you were studying my blood. What studying?
Well, that's the thing that bothers me most, I have to say. Sure, my research should not be shared with the outside world just yet. It is mine. But as I said, most of it is in my head. We'll be fine. What bothers me more is that they stole a bunch of other things, including the blood vials for you, and I imagine the ones from Elodie as well.
I'm still interested in hearing what you found out.
A few things, but the reason I took your blood is to create a basis to experiment on to see how the contamination would affect those who already have undergone certain transitions or are of a different nature. With Elodie, it was her contamination that she had already. Compounding contamination is interesting to study on live subjects. Blood would suffice for that. With you, of course, you're an interesting subject as well. I've seen a couple of things where mutative actions on your blood sample as well as Elodie's behaved slightly different than what I would have expected. It definitely advanced my research, and that is what bothers me. My logic in using your blood is my logic. There is no logic to that if you don't have my research. So, someone stealing my research, why would they also steal your blood? They have no reason to.
They wouldn't know that though.
So that's why they wouldn't take it, unless they completely cleared out my laboratory.
It kind of did.
Oh. Well, in that case, they might have just taken it because it might just be another potion. I hope no one drinks it.
Why?
Not necessarily, but I would advise against drinking it. It's not pleasant.
Drinking any blood, it's
He sounds like he has drinking it. He had a sip. He
That's
was
like-
like, it's not good.
Nope.
Ponders
nope.
for a second. It's like you're in the wrong campaign to be drinking blood.
Oscar. Can you walk? And then Blondie walks up, looking decidedly ready to.
Let me try. He stands up. He's a little wobbly, but he can manage.
Okay. Blondie walks away looking dejected.
Your dragon has grown a lot.
Yes, she had a growth spurt. You know how these things go. She's thank you. She's quite lovely. Beautiful lines, great stacking. Ready for the best in show when we get back to Faerun.
Quickly. I need to retcon something. I totally messed up something. Happens every once in a while. Atoli,
Yeah.
when you mentioned about your blood, what specifically did you ask him? Like what happened with my blood?
Yes.
Yeah. He would have answered differently. I'm sorry, I totally forgot. He would have said, I only have Elodie's. I forgot something there.
Oh, that's bad.
You gave it to the bad guy. You gave it to the bad guy.
How would I know? But that means the
How would I
entire
know that?
that means the
The
entire
time.
yeah,
he was
the entire
bad
last
guy.
time we were here, it wasn't him.
Fuck.
Hmm.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's kind of bad.
We were missing a doppelganger.
Yep.
You're missing
Shit,
two
shit,
of them.
shit, shit, shit.
I'm not there, but
Why
didn't
did we
he?
think?
No, he administered the haze stuff in
Yep,
the
That was
once before.
that was
right.
3. Yep, that was 3 visits ago.
Mm-hmm.
The last time we were here, it was to report on the whole plan and everything.
Yep,
Correct.
that's
You told
bad.
everything about the plan.
That oh my fucking god!
You told him everything.
Realizing this, it totally looks both to the Barland and the Lord Commander's like, we gotta go now.
We gotta go.
Yeah,
We
quite
gotta-
literally like, we can't tell you who, but basically a
Okay.
member of the royal family and all that. You told all that.
Yeah.
You told him all of that. Oh fuck.
Yeah, we gotta go now. We gotta go now. And
We
then
gotta go yesterday.
we
Oh,
gotta go
no.
before.
Let's go.
I'm still not sure what you mean with the blood, but sure, let's. It saves me unpacking, I guess.
Silver lining. There you go.
As he wants to walk out, he turns around. He says, "Oh, one more thing," and he walks over to this door, and his hand goes to like a little brick on the side, and he sighs as he says, "There's enough of them to find." And he presses the button, and as that happens, you see a lightning bolt going through this room, and all of those zombies just drop down dead.
Nasty.
All right, let's go.
That's unfortunate.
While that's happening, Nestor
Yes.
would have searched around the trapdoor and the ladder if any footprints, dirt, if there's any sign of lockpicking on the door itself, or if it's unlocked even right now.
I'll give you one thing at that, but also give me a investigation check with advantage. You had a lot of time to scan a basically very small room.
Oh, nice. That's a 27.
Nice. You can, with complete assurance, say that no one has been in this room for probably a year, if longer. That's just a coat of dust that is not moved. The hatch itself is also still locked.
Okay, so they didn't come in this way.
One more thing. Fritz would have tried to look through the gate here to just have a look at the room with the zombies.
Sure. There's a whole bunch of dead zombies there now, but it was just a large room which probably was used for something else. But it's now jam packed with about 10 to 15 zombies.
Okay, thank you.
All now dead.
Yes.
Ish. Again.
And undead.
As Oscar moves through this room, he's like, "Oh, one more thing," and he leans under one of these tables. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. And he pulls out a little pouch. All right, we can go. At least there's this.
What's in the pouch?
I'm not going to open it because it's very dangerous. But there's some delirium dust in here. A couple of grams. Very useful.
Fair enough. Okay. Let's go.
All right.
Nesbip also opened this door.
It is locked, but if Oscar's with you, he can unlock the door for you.
Because they said something about climbing down the well.
Yep.
So,
looking into the room, it is quite literally just the bottom cistern of the well/fountain upstairs. If you go in and you look up, you notice that there is an intricate mechanism that holds a very small bit of water all the way up there, making it look like a fountain. But if you dip through that, you would very easily come down here into a puddle of water. As Oscar looks at you looking into the room, he says, "Oh, yeah, that's for my familiar, so he can come down quickly." He fits underneath the door. It's handy.
Are there any...
the toad.
Yeah.
Are there any signs of someone walking through, or just yeah?
There's wet footsteps here.
So not only your familiar came through here. Good to know.
Oh, damn it.
But they managed to either get through the door without unlocking it, or they relocked it afterwards. I think both is possible, but still interesting.
I did still have my key on me, so
I investigate the just see if I can see if there's any signs of how they got through the door.
Sure.
There would
Give me an investigation. You're questioning whether or not it really was locked.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably the most likely scenario. He just forgot to
We
lock
love
it.
in the Barlin roll. We love it. We love it.
Does anyone besides you have any keys for this?
Nope. Nope, I'm the only one that has them. You don't even trust my students with them.
Okay. Okay, but we should really get going.
Yep. This is
Let's skedaddle.
Enough
Right.
talking. Lord Commander, I guess he's going to camp out down here. He can. That's fine.
I can't leave. It's no, I'm coming with you.
He's entrancing.
this statue
The
is
statue
just
is very pretty.
there it is. Great minds.
All right. Gather around, everybody. I need to make an announcement. And everyone joins in the proverbial living room. He says, "It seems that we've had an issue," and he explains what happened. As such, I think we need to move quickly. Is everything assembled, students? And they nod. And this is the last time we've seen this house. We are leaving now. And they all agree. And they're ready to move out.
Question about. So now that we've kind of deduced that we've been dealing with some doppelganger infiltrators, I think Oscar is probably real. The rest of them, though, doppelgangers aren't shown by detect magic, and it sure would be convenient if they had the other doppelganger infiltrate wherever they're going. Is there any way you can be sure that these are your real students?
Yes. And he looks at all of them. What color is bread? Elbowed at him.
I've heard of that one.
Other campaign where
I
something
caught
like this happened as well.
I caught that reference.
That was really funny. Students, other than the research that has been going on, what is the other thing that I've been working on? And all four of them look at each other and they say roughly in unison, a way to utilize the contamination as a weapon. Correct. It's the only thing that I know that I can make sure of that they only know. Now you know as well. I'm not sorry for it.
I'm not either. Let's get going.
Yeah, I'm not worried about this right now.
Alrighty. Do you guys want to move out?
Yes, and quickly, please.
But I
There you
think
are.
at least we can rule out that it has been the queen. Because if it was the Queen of Thieves, she would have not waited until the queen was put into the Prudent Lantern, but gone directly to her before any of our plans go.
Can we see the state of the garrison before we rule that out?
Okay.
I'm just saying because like if they are fully aware of everything about our plans, then they also know that we came back to get the commander and get basically the party out of the garrison. The garrison is complete ruin. Get back now, it could still be the
I feel
also
like
don't think-
Prudent Lantern wouldn't amount to much if the commander was away. They would completely fall to ruin. But yeah, let's see.
I also think that Marcus is not Marcus. I think that's just another doppelganger. That's why he can't do magic.
Yeah, I'm having the same feeling too. Kind of why I wanted to stab him.
I mean,
You think
when you
he'd
get back to
make me
Emberwood, you can just attack him.
play a doppelganger?
Yes.
You think he'd make me play one?
Yes.
A sick joke?
Yes.
This sick
Yes.
man?
I mean, last campaign
Yeah,
you slept
that's
with
fair.
one. Why not play one this time?
Don't tell the public. Don't tell the public. I did no such thing.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry, that kind
I
of
did
just
not
slipped
have
out.
sex with that woman. I did not have sex with that
No,
woman.
you're right. You didn't. It was a doppelganger.
It's true.
No. It's a they them situation.
All smooth down there. No
All
lump.
smooth down there. No.
No lumps.
but they
No
can-
holes.
Nope. But every night they can ask, "What do you want me to turn into today?" Like that's it.
Okay then.
Anyways, To the garrison, I imagine, or do
Yes,
you guys want to
please.
trek back to Emberwood Village?
Yes,
Oh,
we
garrison.
make haste to the garrison to drop off our compatriots.
You sure?
Uh, yes, that would make logical sense.
All right.
Unfortunately, that's not maybe not the best sense, but most logical one.
Atoli, I'm defaulting to you. If anyone else wants to take charge, of course, that is fine. I'd like a survival check with advantage, please.
There it is.
You are fine. You make it to the gate. The gate itself looks just as you left it about an hour or two ago. Like it's not that long. You know, you've only been to the manor and back. 2 to 3 hours have passed. It looks the same. Probably even the same people are still on guard. So,
Is there
they'll
smoke
see-
from beyond the gate?
There always is a little bit here and there. Like fires are normal in the city, so perhaps, but nothing too glaringly obvious. No.
Okay, cool. I imagine the Lord Commander kind of just gets us.
Oh yeah, when they see him, it's like open the gate. There's no question.
Oh shit! He's here.
Yeah, VIP treatment. That's what you get as a Lord Commander. You know? And you move through to the garrison.
Here we go. Here we go.
As you approach the garrison, let me quickly grab the map on my side. As you approach the garrison, you will notice that there is, luckily, absolutely nothing different from last time. On the other side.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not over yet. Don't worry.
There's one thing I quickly had to do.
Yep, here it comes.
There we go. Boop. Let me just file them into a group a little bit more. From what it looks like, the garrison is manned by a couple of guards standing guard the way they should be. And perhaps to your surprise, amazement, or whatever feeling you'd want to attach to it, it doesn't seem like anything happened here.
We're still
I'm
not
gonna ask
inside, so
Lord-
don't say that.
I'm gonna ask the Lord Commander if he recognizes the people standing up there.
Yeah, that's Curtis. That's Arthur.
Okay. There you go.
Gentlemen,
Go.
open the gate. We want to come in. You get a double salute from both of them, and the gate is opened. As you come in, the courtyard itself is relatively empty. But you will see, let me just move this group over here. You will see what seems to be Ansem and Petra, who are talking in the courtyard. And as they see the Lord Commander come on in, they stop talking and they give a salute to the commander. Well, let's get in. Petra, Ansem, anything special to report? And they both look at each other and then look at the commander and say, nothing, Lord Commander, nothing special happened. You were only gone for a little while. Did the mission succeed? Yes. Yes, it did. We have Oscar, and we have his students, who are also going to be staying with us for a little while. We need to have some accommodations near, well, you know where. Can you make the arrangements? And they nod and they move towards the tower to do so. Right then, the Lord Commander turns around. I'd still want to call this a success. We now have, you know who? We have Oscar, and we even have a couple of students who are versed in magic. That is useful. For the four of you, if you still wish to follow Oscar, with his research, if he requires you, I'd imagine nothing has to change. We can keep that as is.
Speaking of, where is she?
She is in one of the holding cells underneath the tower right now. She has agreed that that is for her own well-being, so she should be down there.
I think we should
Direction?
say hello.
Sure. In my tower, go down the spiral staircase, and then to the right there is a row of cells. She's in the third one.
Can't seem to unsell damn owl.
Allow me. Allow me.
Yeah, no, I totally go straight for the sun.
Sure. There is a latch on the outside that you can open to like interrogate or talk to the person inside. If you open it up, you'll see what seems to be Queen Lenore sitting on a bench inside the cell. The latch itself makes a noise of metal on metal. So as that happens, she will look up towards you with her mask still on. I can't really see who's there. Who's that?
It's,
Don't.
let's say it's Atoli and Lord Nabarlin.
All right. Do you wish to enter or?
Needed to make sure you were.
I don't think I can be much safer than in a holding cell underneath a keep in the middle of Drakkenheim. Nobody would think to look over here.
They wouldn't think it, but if they knew about it.
Well, I trust in the capabilities of the Lord Commander and his army to keep me safe. Why else would they have brought me here?
To help you, and keep you safe. So yeah,
Of course so.
they're treating you well.
It's not the palace, but it'll do for now.
Okay, that's good. We've got there's a wizard. I think we mentioned that is working on um, investigating the haze and its effects.
Mm-hmm.
He's now come to work with us and work with you. I'm sure you'll be introduced shortly, but he is here to help, and he's not aware of who you are just yet. So please keep that in mind.
Another conjurer at my court. We'll see what happens.
Well, I have a question for you that might seem a bit out of the blue, but and maybe a bit personal.
Is it something you would ask of a queen?
It's something I would ask of a mother.
That takes her a couple of seconds to answer.
Damn.
But after a couple of seconds, she says, "Tread carefully, but ask."
What's the last recollection you have of your children?
I have 2 daughters and a son. My son decided to stay with my husband, the king, to protect the castle and the people who lived and worked there, and then find a most opportune moment to leave the castle, probably via one of the secret exit and entry routes that we have towards the castle. I hope that they either escaped or barricaded themselves in such a way that they are still alive and well. Of course, I haven't heard anything from them in the last 15 years, so I am keeping strong. As for my daughters, one of my daughters was sent to the Amethyst Academy, as she was born with a divine magic spark. She has studied magic over there, but unfortunately, a accident befell her. The Amethyst Academy is very tight-lipped, and I would have had their collective heads to get to the answer if not for the pact that exists between ruling families and the Amethyst Academy. They assured me that it was without malicious intent and that it was truly an accident, and that is what I have to live with. My daughter is no longer with us. Then my other daughter, she was going to go with me outside the castle and into Queen's Park Garden to come together and then leave. I lost her in the midst of things, and one of my persons at court assured me that he was going to go back and find her. I haven't heard of them since. So I assume the worst, as she was not inside the castle nor was she with me. I do not know what happened to them.
Who was the person that went to go retrieve her?
That is something that I quickly need to look up.
Okay.
I was already frantically like, oh, what was that again? Give me 1 second. Because I have that right over here. I believe it was the Chamberlain, but let me quickly check. No, it wasn't. That would be the Chancellor.
I'm only asking because if they have survived, there's, as you can probably imagine, there's a lot of machinations happening all at once, and there are certain factions that, instead of trying to help them and put them back in their proper place, they're pushing them ill will, which maybe isn't out of the ordinary for royals, but in this case, it's a very real threat. I guess
understand.
that's just trying to think of some place to start. It's just the 3 children.
I only had 3 children, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, Majesty, it's good to see you safe and sound.
If you do happen to find the Chancellor, there's one thing that you should know. Have you learned of the small council already?
Well, as far as I'm trying to think of, because have we learned like the small council? That's basically because we told about the seals or the whatever of Drakkenheim. That's the small council, isn't it?
You're getting a feeling that that might be the reference she's making, yeah.
Okay, and I'll say yes.
The small council has a special power over the city in various forms. The Chancellor is, or was, one of them. Keep that in mind if you do find him. He is important to the city.
Keep that in mind. Do you remember his? He has a name, doesn't he?
He does.
Let
Not my finest
me
moment.
look it up.
Sorry, the haze has addled my mind.
You don't know all the names by the
It's been 15
by
years.
heart.
Who's
It's been
speaking right now?
15 years. A ghost.
I will admit, I asked that just to push you on the spot.
Let me quickly check if he even has a name, because I believe I believe he isn't mentioned by name. But let me see.
Okay, if he's not, if
he
he's just
does.
got a title in this.
Yeah.
Okay. Chancellor. Okay.
We could call him Jonathan, just as a reference to the movie.
His name is actually
Jonathan.
Chancellor. He was born for the
Jonathan, you're not
job.
an Ekarakokra anymore. What happened?
Jonathan. It'll all be okay once Jonathan gets here. Okay.
Jonathan.
Right.
Fair
Actually,
Jonathan.
Nerlin kind of looks at Tully and it's like, was there like anything else we needed to? Am I forgetting anything? Okay.
It's my
Oh,
birthday. No.
Wait, is it?
well,
No, but it's close to Elodie's birthday. She
Oh, that is true.
she was ready to spend her birthday in a cell, but see.
Oh, I got a name. Balrin Barths. There we go.
Alvin
Oh,
Barth. Okay.
yes. I figured like, it should probably have a name somewhere else. Let me put that in the general chat. Or in the, yeah. There we go.
Does Discord have a slightly spooky notification sound right now?
Wait, does it?
I don't know. Mine's been muted for like years.
Mine doesn't. Mine sounds
Oh,
normal.
for me, it's I can barely hear that. So that doesn't sound normal, but I'm not sure.
You think it's going ooh?
Yeah, it sounds a bit like that.
Yeah.
Can someone send a message in the general chat so I can try and like if it's different for me?
Yeah. Mine sounds the
Sounds.
exact same.
I don't want to make you extra creeped out, but it sounds perfectly normal to me.
Christian,
Hmm.
have you checked for
Okay.
ghosts recently in your computer? Ah.
Okay, I guess we'll say, Messi, we'll be back periodically to make sure they're treating you well and just see how you're working, how well Oscar's working with you.
Yes. I uh, I'm not sure if he can help me, but let's see what he can do.
And I guess we close our little hatch back up and walk away.
All right.
I feel kind of bad leaving her down there. That seems it doesn't feel right to leave her. I kind of leave her down there in a little cell.
I think at this point, Atoli's explains the Lord happened at Ursula. Explain the situation to everything that.
Yep.
But we don't know who it is. Potential to ask Oscar.
But I don't think it was the Queen of Thieves.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like we don't know
Yeah.
who it is, but we know like somebody did.
Don't rule out the Queen of Thieves just yet. She's a calculating woman, and there are so many things that we are positive that she is behind, but we just can't prove it. This could be one of them. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't say that she is, maybe not even her cronies. Maybe it was someone else entirely. Maybe the Amethyst Academy got there before you. Who knows? They were hunting for this research as well, weren't they?
Yes, but I don't think that they would.
You would be surprised what they do. They seem nice on the surface, but beneath that, they are just as cunning as the Queen of Thieves. They're just more socially accepted.
Fully aware of this.
It's like, Tully, would you be surprised by it?
I'm probably not.
Lord Commander, I'm not from these parts, so forgive this kind of bizarre question. The Queen of Thieves wanted us to present Oscar with a severed tail and a Queen of Hearts card stuck in it. Does that mean anything here, or to you, or possibly in Drakkenheim?
The Queen of Hearts card definitely does. I don't know about the severed tail. But the Hearts card is definitely well known. It is the calling card that the Queen of Thieves utilizes. For those of, well, the people that operate within her ranks. Know that the bandits that work for the Queen of Thieves aren't an army. They don't answer to anyone per se. They're more of a loosely orchestrated band of thieves and never do wellers. The only thing that's keeping it organized is the Queen herself, and she does that through three things. She gives a certain liberty to the groups that she has under her control. They get sections of the city that they can sort of handle. Secondly, her rule is supreme. Don't let her tell you anything otherwise. If she says something needs to happen, it will happen. Sometimes she does it herself, sometimes she sends others out. And everyone knows when to answer the call, which leads to number three. If you need to get an order from the Queen, one of two things happens. Either she or one of her trusted lieutenants will tell that particular person to go and do something, and you'd better do it. Or sometimes she sends out a missive, a message, alongside a card. And getting this card means that you know it's from the Queen, and you'd better act on it. If you don't, well, it might have been the last missive you'll ever receive.
That makes sense then.
It does.
I think looks back at everybody. We should we get back to Emberwood Village and check on Marcus? I'm not feeling good about leaving him to be swindled by Mel right now. If it
But
actually
Marcus is his brother of Elodie, isn't he?
yes. We didn't want to risk him coming out and getting caught up in some trouble we might find. So he's currently, as far as I know, losing a bunch of money to Blackjack Mel at the pub. I paid the pub to feed him dinner and keep him well fed. It's been a while since he had some good food.
That's good. But it might prove to be something that will be used as leverage against you if she so chooses. If Blackjack Mel is watching over this boy, that might prove dangerous. Yes, you should be disconnecting those two.
wait,
That's what I
Nabalan,
figure.
you put Marcus to Blackjack Mel. To
In
the
the
people
pub.
that abducted him in the first place and kept him in a cell. You gave them him to them
Yeah,
to
you dum
watch over
dums.
them.
That only
Yeah.
took a session. Yay.
Only
I
took a
already-
session. The violin is a dum dum.
I kept my mouth shut last session because I wasn't there, but that's my
Oh, look at you, Christian. Very, very smart. Smart man.
well. At best, we won't have to deal with either of them anymore. Okay.
At best, and if he's, I will say this: if he's not there, if he's not
Mel's
there,
in trouble.
Mel's not going to last very long.
Hey, we could use the cell stones to ask him currently.
I think we should do that on the way back.
Yeah, that's we were heading to
Yeah.
Emberwood now. Just give Mel a call and be like, "Yo, you at, boy?"
Hey, can you put Marcus on the line?
Hi, Dad.
I don't think we should announce our return to Mel because that means he can
Fair. Yes,
just
that's good.
disappear.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. Let's not say a word. Let's just head on back.
Besides that, what else do we still have to actually do?
That
Because
was. Oh, the other thing was the tower, but I think getting back and checking on Marcus is probably more pressing because I mean, what are we going to do right now? If you want to try and deal with the tower, that's a assuming shit's gotten real, and our relationship with the Queen of Thieves is dramatically falling apart, which it most likely has at this point. If that was her who heard the story, I think any sort of bargains we had are out the window, and that she would just we're gonna have to come back with the whole crew get assistance to take the tower from whoever's in there again.
Yeah, I just want to make sure before we just jump around without any gold, because there was also stuff brewing at the chapel, right?
Yeah.
Garmir. So
should we take up
Uh,
on the tower first then? While we're so close anyway. Check up, see if anyone's. That won't take us like.
yes.
What do we
but
need at the tower?
There's nothing that we need at the tower right now. That's something we could do when we come back. It's like if they're there, I mean, if there's, what are we going to do? Go see? Okay, yep, they got a whole force of guys there. So
Yeah.
I mean, so like, what do we do about it right now?
I mean, arson is
anything.
always a solution, but I don't think
It
it will
is.
help us in any way.
It'd make us feel good though.
I think while
Did
you
it
guys.
hurt
please
you?
don't.
Did it hurt you to say that, Tim? That arson is
Always an
not the
answer.
solution. Did it hurt you to say that? I feel like it did.
No, I didn't say it'd help, but it's definitely.
I said
what you do.
it wouldn't help, but it's always a good solution.
Yes.
Oh.
Anyway, Lord Commander, you got things on lockdown here. We gotta go. We gotta get back. Post haste.
All right. And I have
Weirdly
a patient that
enough,
I need to examine. Lord Commander, can
I
I go
have
downstairs
to-
and have a look at her?
Oh,
You have to go?
yeah, I have to go. Sorry, guys.
Oh no. Well,
Go be a movie star.
have fun. Have
Yeah,
fun.
Thanks for being here. We'll see you next week.
Of course.
Bye.
Yes,
Bye.
see you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
And just so we're all clear, I did understand what I was doing by putting with Blackjack Mel. The only thing is, I mean, who the fuck else are we gonna? He's the only person we know really well enough in there to babysit somebody. That was my whole thought. It's like I could go ask the priestess or whoever, but I've only spoken to her like twice, and you don't really know anybody else well enough there to babysit them. So
As
I
I
was
said,
aware.
I only said that because I wasn't able to say that last session. But
Yeah.
because
But
I was
and-
sitting there like,
well, and that's how it brought a response. Like who else we know there? I mean, what else could I have done? Like we didn't know anybody else, so that would have been the answer.
But yeah, also the stuff right now that I said is because I'm keeping a bit of track of like open quests or open stuff we can do, and directly we haven't anything to do, kind of right now, like directly as given as a task for us. That's why because
That's why I'm thinking we just go back and luck. Hopefully, Marcus is there, and he's only 100 gold deep now, and not absconded.
All right. With your permission, Lord Commander, I have a patient to take care of, and I'd like to start on that. Can I? And the Lord Commander nods and says, "Report to Petra and Ansem. You've just seen them, and they will guide you further."
I say, I look at Oscar. I say, Oscar, she knows you're coming, but please use your best bedside manner.
She should be happy that I wanted to help her in the first place. All right. And he walks into the tower. I'd like to thank all of you on a job well done. There is something else that requires my attention right now. I will probably inform you soon. I don't want to raise any concern right now. It's nothing too pressing, but it will be soon, and I will let you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck with this brother of Elodie. I hope that everything turns out all right. Is he useful with a blade, or does he know magic?
Not in the slightest. No.
Then he must be happy that we're on the good side of things. I wish you good luck.
Those are. Thank you. Is he good? Is he? Nope. Not in the slightest. Nope. I've had potatoes that were smarter.
Ugh. Oh well.
Oh well.
All right. Are you guys going to move out again?
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah.
As you walk out, you notice that one of the rangers is approaching you. Oh, hey guys, hang on. You recognize this as the guy that came in wounded a couple of sessions ago, and he was being treated by Petra. Hey,
Does he have any
um,
examination?
no, he seems perfectly fine. Like if he had it, he doesn't show it at least, but he looks perfectly healthy. Also, no scars and whatnot anymore. He seems to have healed up pretty well.
The power of good berries.
Oh God.
It definitely helps. I wanted to extend my my gratefulness to you. Like you've been pivotal in helping me get back up on my feet. We got a tough job over here, but I'm very happy that you did. Listen, you guys are adventurous, right?
Yes.
I just wanted to say I'm very grateful that you're doing what you're doing, and between you and me, we've started to hear like what's in the tower right now. Um, it's it's a scary thought, and at the same time a happy thought that we get to guard someone so special. I hope it'll be the path that we were looking for. Are you guys really sure that you guys don't want to join us or something? Like you seem to be good people.
Yeah,
We
I think
definitely work. Go ahead.
no, I think we're good.
Oh, I
Why?
mean, I do under. You're a good bunch. Like you saved me, and you're still alive. You've ventured into the city a couple of times. You're still there. You're doing well, and I'd like to have someone like that by my side. At the same time, maybe the Hooded Lanterns can use your skills in the field without you being affiliated to us.
What kind of vibe is he giving off?
There's a slight nervousness to him, which is like he's looking at you guys roughly as like you guys being heroes, as in his heroes. You saved him, kind of, and
Mhm.
like that's it's the can I please have your autograph kind of stress.
Okay. Well, so, what's your name?
Oh, me, I'm Rolf Wagner.
Rolf. Rolf. We have a good working relationship right now. I think we're all working towards the same goals. We're more of use to the Hood Lanterns and everyone in here out there than we are directly involved with you.
Sure, I get that. As long as you like, you please stay on our side, okay? Like, there's so many groups out there as well. Like, it's important that you stay with us. We're the good guys.
But you keep saying,
Anybody else getting a bad vibe out of this, or is it just me?
I'm gonna do a.
I-
I'm gonna do an insight. Can I do an insight check on this guy? Just
Of course you can.
yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
23.
He's a little weird,
Yeah.
but he doesn't seem malicious.
He's everything is so. I'm getting that it's literally just jitters talking to somebody who healed him from the brink of death, kind of thing.
Hmm.
Okay.
That wasn't an answer.
Well, Rolf,
That's all he's gonna
You-
lean
you-
in, like look him in the eye. You a doppelganger?
A what?
He's gonna keep staring him in the eye.
What's a doppelganger? What's a doppelganger? Like I'm a
How
gang
long?
member or something?
How long have you been with the Hooded Lantern?
Quite a while.
And you don't
I
know
joined.
what random creature that is?
I know a lot of them, but I don't recognize. Is this a special creature? It doesn't sound familiar. I know a lot of other ones.
I'm gonna go out on a he's somewhat common here.
more common than in other locations, but they're definitely still a rarity. The fact that you just killed 3 of them, you probably cut the population down by a sizable percentage. Like they're that rare.
Whoops.
Yay, genocide! Oh wait.
Double side.
Okay.
Technically triple.
See, anyways, the next time you come over, right? Come visit me. I'll probably see you coming in. I'm assigned light duty right now because I did a bit of an oopsie, but I'll probably be around the garrison. When you guys come in next, come visit me. We'll find a place.
Kind
I
of
might have.
oopsie did you?
Oh,
He
nothing much.
tries to fixate him.
Nothing, nothing too much. Like we'll survive. But it's okay.
What oopsie did you?
I I may have accidentally been instrumental in the killing of 2 of our people.
You killed 2 of your own people?
No, not at all. I we were out scouting, and there was a location that looked very interesting to me. I was like, we should check that out. My my other 2, they were like, let's not. It's too far away, and it's like, bad vantage. And I was like, no, just have a look. Um, and we did, and they got killed, and I ran back to the base.
You're the only survivor. That's really lucky.
Kind of, but at the same time, I'm not allowed to do any outside missions right now for a month. So I guess I'll be here moving barrels and helping out in the kitchen.
Hey, help any way you can.
That's the way I'm trying to see it right now.
Well, Rolf, I guess it's good to have a friend in here. We'll come say hey to you next time we're around.
Please, I might have a little something for you, even, but like we'll see.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it.
Great. Oh, before you go, um, just a question out of interest. Like you've been over Drakkenheim quite a bit already, haven't you?
A good bit of it. Yeah. What's up?
Have you seen the Pale Man at some point?
Oh god.
You have then.
What's a pale man?
Not the Pale Man.
The Pale Man.
Yeah.
Can't say I have. Or if we have, I wasn't aware that it was a Pale Man.
Where I come
Oh.
from, we call him.
I guess that would make sense. He is kind of slender, I think. He's wearing robes.
Go on.
So, inside the city, and I don't really know where, there is a place where this man lives. Um, he's magical. I believe he's tied to the Amethyst Academy. Um, and he supposedly has a couple of ways to handle delirium. He's kind of like the man that you just brought in. I don't know what his name is, but he's also here to help with the delirium issues, right?
Right.
So, from what I understand, is that this pale man can do that as well, but he's found a couple of other like interesting things. I'm surprised that you guys don't know him. If you found what's his the guy that you brought in, I thought they were
Right.
working together or something.
What's you seem to know a lot about this Pale Man. Have you met him?
Wait, hold on. What do you mean they work together?
Well, this is like I've never met both of them, right? Other than like when he was just walking in here. I understood that Oscar was making potions for us, and he was doing a bit of research on the side on how to more effectively help us, like get through the haze. So it's very beneficiary. But at the same time, I heard that there are ways to also make delirium work for you in a more, dangerous way, like the haze is by default. Um, and I heard that there is this other man called well, the Pale Man, that's the name that I heard, who kind of uses it to, make to help with like weaponizing the haze, sort of. And I figured they were working together.
If they were, we've never met the Pale Man. But you know a lot about him. Where is he?
Oh, he's a legend. I think everyone um, uh, in the garrison here knows at least of him. I don't know where he is. He's in the inner city. They say I've never seen him, but when I saw you bringing in this other wizard, I figured you should probably also know this other one.
Yeah, upon hearing about that relation,
So sorry.
He does that sometimes. Rolf, it's a pleasure talking to you. You see that Pale Man around? We'll let him know you're asking about him.
Sure, you can't miss him. He's very pale.
I figured.
of a bitch.
I guess probably gonna fall after him because
He's just gonna He's just gonna barge on in.
Tully's on a mission.
Well, good luck then. As you barge in, Oscar Jorn is just like unpacking a couple of things in the hallway to get ready to meet with the queen. So you can like, if you barge in, you'll basically meet him right over there.
What do you know of a Pale Man?
The Pale Man, apparently.
Well, if you're that pale that you're being called the Pale Man, you should probably get some sunshine some once in a while, huh?
Rumor has it you're working with.
I wish.
Tell me everything.
I don't like your tone.
I don't either, but I don't like being kept as a fool.
Well, I'm not the one responsible for that if you don't know who the Pale Man is. Then again, it doesn't make you a fool to not know him.
You did just tell us barely half an hour ago that you were trying to weaponize this whole thing as well.
All right. I had an ulterior thing that I was trying to find out. Apparently, in the center of the city, somewheres, there is this man. He's being referred to as the Pale Man. There's rumors that he can do two things. He can alleviate people who are contaminated. So that already goes above and beyond what I currently know, and that immediately makes me intrigued. I'm still trying to find out how I can alleviate contamination from people. The word has it that he already knows how to. There's no proof of it, though, so I'm curious about his claims. But the other claims, which seems far more fruitful, is that he also has a way to weaponize delirium. If that is true, I want to have my hands on that research.
We have weapons.
Yes, by throwing one of the crystals at someone. I'm talking about actually making spells work to interface with delirium and to interface with the haze.
Interface with the haze.
But didn't we just talk about that? Obviously now Nabarlan is here and he wouldn't have heard that, but
what I know right now is a very limited version of supposedly what this Pale Man knows. I've heard stories about very, very dangerous magic that apparently is something that he has in his arsenal.
who is he
Apparently
affiliated with?
That's the thing. He's not affiliated with anyone. He's kind of like a lone operative, like I was. Now, still like to see that I am, but he looks around at the walls around him. He says, I guess I'm not anymore.
You never were. You still had students.
They work for me, though. I didn't work for anyone. I worked for the people that funded my research.
All right.
I very early on realized that delirium can be weaponized. But apparently, if the story is true, this man knows a lot more. I don't know how to find him. I don't know where he is, but that would be something that you want to look into at some point.
Have you attempted to contact?
I don't know where to begin. Whenever I talk to someone about the Pale Man, most people say that they have heard of it, and then anything between it's a legend till you shouldn't. That's what I got back. Nobody seems to bring any credible evidence back of what he does either. I've seen people with contamination, and I haven't seen them uncontaminated since, so I'm sure it might just be a load of malarkey.
You haven't sent out given away.
Oh, I have. He's never responded to it.
Correct answer would have no,
Why?
because if your message have gone lost in, anyone could have hands on.
Is it written in such? Did you use code, or did you just write in normal parlance, so anyone who picked it up would have understood what's going on?
My first couple of missives that I sent out, I decided to use Elvish rather than human, seeing as Elvish is a language known by most scholars. When I got no reply, I decided that this man wasn't a scholar, and I went for common.
Oscar, this means literally anyone at this point could have attacked you.
But they haven't.
You were knocked out in your ritual chamber.
After
They definitely
15
did.
years of dedicated service to my research.
Someone finally saw an opening.
Took him 15 years. If that happens only once 15 years, I'm one of the lucky ones.
Maybe dead.
That gives me 30 years. That's more than what I'm aiming for right now. Seems that we do have something in common.
Hey, Oscar, before I go, I mentioned to you about offering a solution to your life expectancy. What I'm offering would offer you a chance to be remade, born again, and so to speak. I think once we've sorted out some of our more pressing issues, it would require your assistance in opening a pathway back to my home. It's just something to consider as you move forward. That Lichdom isn't your only your only chance, and you can still retain who you are. Something to consider.
Considering is something I can do, yes.
Right. And that I will bid you adieu, and he leaves.
Good luck out there. Is there anything else that you guys would want to do in the garrison right now?
No.
Can't think of anything.
All right. As you guys are moving out, Rolf will just wave at you as you go by. Hey, good luck. Don't forget, Pale Man. That's like, if you run into him, remember you got it from Rolf, okay?
Well, let him know.
Yeah. Oh, no, not to him. It's like anyone else, please. Like, not him.
Okay, won't let him know.
Great. I'm going to go stack some boxes. And he walks off. All right. So what is your next move for right now? Where are you going to go?
That is a good damn.
Uh-huh.
Fellas, I think we're going back to Emberwood, try and see if Marcus is there. If he's not there, then perhaps having a chit chat with Mel.
I mean, yeah, we can quickly knock on one of Marcus's kneecaps, see if he's real. If he isn't there, we can ask Blackjack Mel, but yeah, we will see. But what do we?
Blackjack Mel's guy he's got like a death sentence if he's not there, because we've I think it's abundantly clear that the Queen is
He's playing us at this.
Yeah, it's open antagonization from the Queen. Like, she's not our friend.
It's
She's
still
got
not
Elodie.
open at this point.
She's still what?
See,
What
we are still not openly antagonizing her, as far as we know.
Well, she's full aware that we're backstabbing her, but that just might be.
Is she?
Implied it.
She was heavily implied it, and considering that her operative most likely was, unless somebody else is employing the doppelgangers, but it seems like her operative was the one that was impersonating Oscar.
I
So
mean,
she knows.
there's also other ways to impersonate someone. You don't have to be a doppelganger.
Right.
You could also be a magic user.
Yeah,
that
but we
magic
know
would
that
show up.
there were doppelgangers at that occurrence, and Oscar was not himself at that point. That would be a huge coincidence if two distinct impersonation attempts took place.
Yeah. If that's a good point.
Not only that, but every time we've used like magic.
Yeah, I had it when I talked to Oscar before, because I was getting iffy and he was fine, and only doppelganger would not show up. It would be
Parents.
as far as So I think
Okay.
we should go back and check on Marcus, and like you said, do a little kneecap. I mean, little tap on his knee, little rub on his hair, little tickle, and we can bend over and cough kind of thing. We can make sure that he's.
I'm down. I'm down for pulling his hair.
Isabel gets back and he's like, "What happened to Marcus?"
He's got a bald spot.
All right. So Emberwood.
Yep.
Right.
All right. It's a long trek, so we don't have to do like the whole you're gonna go with the boat, I imagine, again.
Yep.
Sure. For the entire trek, just roll me one survival check, and not with advantage.
Oh.
But
Well, that's unfortunate.
the 20 was still the first one.
This 20 was the first one, so I just had to look at it as well. I was like, please be the first one. Please be the first one. Please be the first.
It's a nice trek through the city, actually, and
this time you stumble upon a little treasure.
Well, you do kind of.
Oh.
Nat 20, baby.
As you move to the other side of the river, or rather, as you have traveled to the other side of the river, you stick a little bit to the outskirts to go to Emberwood Village, which you will reach by nightfall, more or less. Just before clearing the city, you actually walk past a house and you see something glittering inside. I'm just going out on a limb here saying that you probably want to have a look what that is, and you discover that there are...
What kind of glitter?
Oh, like an octarine glow glitter.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, figured as much. Looking inside, you actually know that there is a couple of pieces of delirium there. And they are, let me quickly have a look, because it's something special when you roll a 20. Figured as much. Because I believe one was a little bigger.
That's what she said.
Okay. What was the size again?
Also, what she said.
Wasn't me this time.
I
Making
can
it
appreciate that. It's really funny.
making it too easy.
You find two of them, actually. There is a delirium fragment in there, as well as a delirium shard. The fragment, that is the one that's worth about 100 gold if you sell it. The shard is worth about 500 if you sell it. Yeah. The shard itself weighs about a pound, so it's kind of sizable.
Nespip, do you mind doing the honor? Securing it?
Yep. Nesper will get out his jeweler's tools and start to pry out the crystals.
Sure. Just roll me your tool set once to see what happens.
Wait, how do I do?
You can just in are you looking on D&D Beyond or in
Yes, in
Foundry?
Beyond.
I believe you could do it over there as well. I believe if you click your tool, it allows you to roll for that. If not, you can also just roll a d20 and add your proficiency to it. Assuming you're
There's my
proficient in your
jeweler's
tools, which I
tools.
think you are.
You can't directly roll tools because they don't have a corresponding ability.
Yeah.
So in Foundry they do, but what they do is just it's a d20 plus proficiency modifier if you're proficient with your tools, which I'd imagine you are.
14 plus 3.
14 plus 3. Yeah.
Yeah, you're perfectly fine. You can extract both of these without issue.
So it's
shard and a fragment.
I'm gonna hang on to the shard.
I found it.
I think we should at least be selling and divvying up the 500 one because that's a good one to sell.
But the big one, you can make stuff with it. But yeah, who's gonna add it to his inventory so that we don't have any doubles?
I mean, you just if we're in agreement to divvy up the gold, it didn't really matter.
Yeah, then one shard, one fragment. I'm just gonna add them to inventory. Okay.
Sweet. Yeah, I think selling the big one and then maybe keeping the not so big one to utilize for not war crimes.
Yes, no more war crimes. That
I still got two. I still got two. Who knows?
All right, let's continue on to Emberwood then.
All right. Monsieur Emberwood, there you are. Welcome back to the village.
Want to stay at the
Emberwood.
The Barlow's making a beeline over to I think it's the Skull and Sword.
Sure.
Everybody else come with me.
I imagine you go inside.
I sure do go inside, but very casually, not like I'm in. Like I get there and I just compose myself, just walking on in like nothing, no big deal.
Sure. You're noticing that Blackjack Mel isn't there. Marcus is, however, and he's sitting by himself alone in a booth, looking a little confused.
Marcus.
Huh? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Hi. You're Nabardo. Yeah. Hi.
Does he talk in the same way that Mel usually do?
The Mel? No.
No, I mean Marcus. The way you just did that, that was exactly how you portray Mel normally.
I know.
Please tell me. Well, I did notice that. So, the fuck?
Marcus, where's Mel?
Oh, he had a job, and he had to go.
Oh, that's a shame. I had had a couple hundred gold to give him because he looks like he took good care of you.
I lost like 100 gold. I think. Just about.
Well,
That's a lot.
it is a lot. I'd be covering that and more. It's a shame he's not here.
I'd like to do an insight on it, figure out how like is this potentially Mel in disguise or somebody being like is this potentially?
What do you want to do?
I'm listening to the conversation, how he talks and the way he acts. This is not like the Marcus. Comparing it to like the Marcus we knew and the Mel that we've obviously been around several times.
Give me an insight check.
I'll take a 23, please.
Yeah.
He definitely sounds different. He doesn't sound like copycat of Mel, but he sounds confused.
He doesn't sound like the Marcus we.
No, he sounds confused. Like, the
Uh,
other Marcus is more like feeble-minded, like absent-minded, almost like, oh yeah, okay, what? Can I have a spear? That's great. This sounds definitely more more confused.
It totally reaches out a hand to Marcus. Can I see your hand first?
Make me an investigation check.
That I was planning to do. 13.
Yeah, you don't really notice anything.
No, I was asking for his hand.
Oh, then he will still provide your hand. That's where the check comes, and you don't notice anything.
No, that's fine. He's gonna grab the hand, left hand, and then gently put it down on the table. With his right hand, he's gonna flip out the dagger on his side and slam it down in the palm on the opposite end. So he's stuck to the table.
Oh, dang! Watch out! That could have hurt me.
have. Just out of curiosity, I'm
He's
actually,
in that case, he
Yeah.
looks back
Yeah.
up at Marcus again, or Marcus
well,
again.
me
Like,
and
look
me and
down.
Tully are there. I'm looking at a. Oh wait, it went through his hand.
It went through his hand.
Oh, you hit him on the head?
Yes, like
Oh,
at
in
the
that
on the
case-
back of his hand, like pinning him to the table.
In that case, roll me an attack roll.
Did Nabarla notice anything on the hand whenever he?
What is that?
was
Just
going
with the
through?
dagger, or
You didn't touch him, right? You just looked at it. You didn't notice anything.
Okay.
I had? Yep. What want me to do? Just roll it with the dagger?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, you hit. Give me damage.
okay, not too high. That's good.
Okay. As you hit him, he's like, "Ow! Hey, God damn it, Tolly, why would you do that?"
Why are you not more upset? Why are you not sounding like yourself? And why are you sounding like somebody else? What's
I'm
going
really
on?
upset right now. That really hurt.
Tell your face. Because that doesn't sound genuine.
What's with my face?
Is he is he contorting in pain? Like, is he like? Because the way you're portraying him
I do
right
not
now.
think I'm not gonna scream because I got people.
No, I got that. But like, how is he behaving through this?
It hurts, and he's still very confused why you would do that to him.
So he's more confused than he's scared.
Let's cast Detect Magic just to take a look at him.
Let me check one thing.
What's the color of his blood?
Red. Like crimson red.
We really need to find a way to out doppelgangers.
Should we take him to our house first before we do that in a bar?
No, I prefer this being in public right now.
Why?
Safety. Witnesses.
All the
The only
I'm
witness
wi-
will be some people to drag us out of here.
yeah, I think if we go any further than this, because I can imagine they probably get this like knife thing, 4 times a day here. But any further, we probably should take him back to that house.
I'm okay with that.
With Detect Magic, You notice that there is powerful magic at play, but it's swirling, and it's hard to detect what kind of magic this is.
But on him,
What?
Oh, yes.
he's under some kind of magical effect, but I can't
Of
do
course I
anything
am.
about.
I'm a sorcerer. I can do magic. Can I? I think I can.
Can you try to do something small?
Yeah, sure. Like like I can.
You light this
Mm.
candle
Yeah, that's. I think
with magic.
nothing happens.
Let's take him home, and at least the next day I can try to help him.
That's a
Okay.
good idea. Yes, let's go. He says, and he walks with you.
I didn't
As we're
remove the
leaving,
dagger yet.
He rips his hand free and like no.
Jesus.
and it cuts through his hand in half. Let's go.
Yeah. Now I got 2.5 hands.
As they're walking out, going to the bartender and be like, "How long has he been sitting there by himself?"
Oh
Is it
gosh,
wait? Is it the same bartender? That's
yeah, it is.
left. Okay. How long has he been sitting there by himself?
She says about 2 hours somewhere. As I believe Mel had to go do something. You know how it is. He's been sitting. Like I offered him a drink, and he was like, "No, I don't like drinks really. Just like give me some water." So I don't know. It's weird.
Can I insight if she's because she works for them? So can I insight to see if she's just covering?
She doesn't. She doesn't technically work for them. She sort of allows them in her shop or in her bar.
Oh, okay. Well, can I still
Yeah,
insight?
you can, yeah. But her relationship is like, if I don't do this, they probably burn the place down. So I might as well.
15.
Yeah, doesn't seem off.
Okay. Right. Well, I appreciate you at least setting them up while we were gone.
So as all of you are making your way outside, Marcus like directly walks towards your house, and he waits at the front door. Like, do you guys have a key? I don't
He's
know if I
never been there.
How
He
do you
has-
know
Yeah,
where we live?
He has.
This is
'cause
where we
remember,
live, right?
No, because we had
He
that.
has.
No, because we
He
had
has
the whole
been.
deal out here.
Oh, yeah. He's never been there before.
He's
you're
never
right.
been
He's
directly
visited-
at our home. He's been in the vicinity of our home, but not exactly our
Yeah.
home.
But this is our place, right? I don't seem to have my key on me. Wait,
Marcus.
Wait, hold up.
yeah,
Our place?
right?
The magic is still swirling around him, right?
Oh
Like
yeah,
around his head, around all of him.
this entire figure.
But
Like-
he himself isn't magical.
I'm getting a feeling this is Elodie.
He should be. He's a sorcerer.
I'm getting a feeling right now this is Elodie.
Yeah, guys, let's keep him there at night. He's under some kind of spell or something. I don't know what. Let's keep an eye on him. The next day I should be able to dispel the stuff, or I can at least try.
As he's standing there, that this is our place, Atoli would walk up to him. What's your name?
What's my name? That's a stupid thing to ask, Atoli. You know that. I really don't like that you stabbed me.
What's
Barlin will
your name?
we'll give his head and push some good berry into his hand to help heal it. Say, what's your name? Just answer the question.
Why are you asking me this? We've been traveling for what, 2 weeks right now? It's so annoying. First you leave me like over there just for nothing. Now you finally come back. You're like, let's go back to our house. We go back to our house. You freaking stabbed me. And now you ask who I am? Like, what am
No.
I? Some doppelganger or something?
I'm asking what your name is.
You know what my name is. Now let's open the door.
Can Nespip
Have you been in the Queen's Park?
Yeah, so have you. We've been there, the gnome and whatnot, you know. You love to make jokes about that. Oh, I shouldn't walk on the grass. You know?
What the fuck? This is Elodie. What the fuck is going on?
can Nespip try to remember if he heard ever anything else about magical effects that swap memories, modify memories, or anything like that that could cause this, like swapping memories between two persons.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was.
there's a lot out there.
I totally would start going through kind of magic.
So obviously, the Quarter of Charms contains a lot of spells that might do this to a lesser or better extent, but that only covers their knowledge of the world. You know, if you charm someone, they either do something or they don't do something. That's a charm. That's only the mental state.
And this, I guess, if you also was it? But Barley wouldn't know any of this. Never mind. Like he wouldn't know anything about this.
So are we just gonna like stand here or what? Like,
Yeah, let's go inside for now. I think that's better.
Barlin,
gosh, you guys.
open the door.
Espip, could you fashion a mirror?
Once Marcus is inside, Fritz will try to cast Hold Person on him.
Sure. Do I need to roll something for that?
Yes, that's a wisdom save.
Alrighty.
Assuming he's a humanoid.
Yes. That's very funny. That's a 2.
Okay. In that case, he's paralyzed for a minute. Huh. He's more human than I thought. And Fritz is no longer invisible.
And
Just standing there, eyes wide, like you guys.
Do we have any kind of
Barlin pulls a mirror out of his pocket.
Of course, you have a mirror.
Like what are we doing with it?
Let Marcus see himself.
Okay. He holds it up. Marcus, what do you see?
Marcus doesn't reply, and you get the feeling he's looking at the mirror, but like he's paralyzed.
You can technically repeat the save at the end of each of his turns, so
I know.
he'll probably drop out in like 15 seconds or so.
Yeah, it's just I couldn't help myself. As he breaks out of paralyzation, he immediately goes, "Okay, what the fuck is that kind of mirror? Why can I see my brother?" Is that
Yeah, this is just a normal. It's Nabarlin's vanity thing.
what happened?
You shook hands with the queen, and you became the visage of your brother.
You're kidding me. I'm not sure if I want this.
You tell us what happened. You seem to be regaining your memory.
Well, I remember you stabbing me in the hand.
Before all of that.
We were talking with the queen. I was gonna change places with my brother. And then we were gonna go have a drink in the bar, and that's when you stabbed me in the hand.
Is she a genie and like is the queen a genie and twisted her wish?
It's not a wish.
Yeah.
I know, but
During-
like, it's like I wish to change places with my brother. Okay. Now you're brother.
she somehow modified, probably modified your memory at the point you shook hands. But why would she cast magic on you to look like Marcus?
Because she doesn't have Marcus.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
man.
Or she does and she can't necessarily or she yeah, maybe she doesn't have if she did this, it's for our benefit, not hers. She wanted us to think that that's what happened. Because Elodie would eventually figure out that she got duped. So like why would she do that?
Mm.
let's
Why would she?
Why would she do that?
God
Let's-
damn it, this campaign.
Let's
It
rest.
fucks with you, doesn't it?
Let's rest a while. See if you actually turn back. If this is just illusion, which I hope so. If not, I can try in the morning to dispel it. And if that doesn't work, we might have some bigger weird problem with her. Yeah.
Nabarl and the character wouldn't know this, but what would disguise self or there's like it's some kind of I don't have it all pulled up, but like some kind of spell that allows you to physically alter somebody, combined with the mental stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which the mental stuff I think we talked about, but I know there's a spell that lets you physically change somebody. It isn't an illusion; it's physically changing.
Yes.
Um,
There is one which still counts as an illusion, but it has a very, very difficult check to it.
hmm,
I mean, at this point, I can tell you guys. There's a spell called Seeming.
seeming.
Yeah.
Yes. Seeming is like the big, big, big brother of either disguise or alter self. You make someone or multiple someones, because you have even an option to do that on multiple people, look like something else. Unwilling creatures need to do a charisma saving throw on that, which you totally botched. And
Oh fuck! The queen arrived earlier
yes,
than we expected.
yes.
We talked
Go on.
to Oscar before we went back to Emberwood. That means some other party went there first, did something, and we missed the queen.
I love it when players are like,
Wait, what do you mean they went?
We went to Oscar. We told the
Yeah.
fake Oscar all of about our plan, that we're gonna have a distraction and so on and so on, gonna get him.
Yeah.
Then we went back to Amberwood, sent
Yeah.
out the messenger to Queen, or sent out a message and said we want to meet at noon. But for some reason, a group of people, probably just enough for seeming or something like that, showed up earlier than noon.
The three people that Elodie was fawning over. The other adventure group that showed up early.
No. Why?
No?
What? No. I don't see why that they would matter. But
Anyway, go on.
yeah, so they met with us. I remember Barry saying that Lies and Deception are just standing there like statues, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we had our deal with them. They cast some magic on Elodie to make it seem like we made a successful prisoners exchange. Got something out from that and went back. And we immediately started running towards the Hooded Lantern to get Oscar before the real queen ever arrived.
Well,
We got fucked. But
either way,
But
either
who
way,
stands to gain from that?
whoever did that.
that's what I wonder. What did we lose? I still have my amulet, right? I cast.
yes.
Yeah, I still have that.
And
I didn't let-
we still have the Cellstone.
Yes.
I think we need to figure out who this Cellstone is connected to right now.
Can I? Yeah. Who has the Cellstone?
You do
You do.
in a
You
lead
have
box.
in a lead box. Yeah.
Okay, I need to note that down. I think I haven't noted that yet. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Cellstone. Maybe the Detect Magic is still going. Is it actual magic? Actually a magical item?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, what should we say?
Saying
We shouldn't call for
How's-
Mel because
no.
that would be playing right into the fact that we know that we.
They know that we have the stone. As soon as we call, we know they know that we have discovered their slide.
Not necessarily.
So
Wait, we
Not
boxed
necessarily.
the stone in. Is there any messages on the Cellstone?
I mean,
That's not how that works.
yeah, that's not how that works. Yeah.
You
Damn.
have
No.
6 messages.
And 2 lost calls.
No, because they don't know that if we because as far as they know is that we left thinking that they duped us. We come back, Marcus is still there, and so we They don't know that we figured it out yet.
Yeah, and when we call them, they, depending on what we say, they either know we have figured it out, or they will just continue to play some part in it and try
Yeah.
to keep us. So we can try and ask, who are you? Who are you guys? But I don't see any other. But that would reveal that we know that something happened.
Yeah, that's my biggest worry.
Well,
Revealing
I think
revealing too early
think
that we are on the track.
I think we should reveal that from what we know, the queen just played us. She said, "We say, hey, the queen, you like, what'd you do to Elodie?" Like,
But the
I mean,
stone
go.
is supposedly connected to Mel.
No, it's connected
So
to. Is it
It's
connected to Mel
connected
or
to Mel.
to?
Yeah.
Oh, it's connected to Mel. Okay.
To apparently Mel.
allegedly.
It's probably. Wait, no, didn't we?
No,
No, it
that
was Mel at
it
that
was.
point. No, we called him out of the
Yeah,
out of
we
the.
know it was the real Mel because we went in and got him.
Yeah.
Unless they really planned this out, but yeah.
Yeah, but he was there
Yeah.
drinking before that, so
Yeah. The Yeah.
so
Should we
we
just
we have
call?
a we have a cellstone
The
leading to
tail.
someone.
Mhm.
Is the tail still there, and does it still look the same?
No, Blondie ate the tail.
Yep, that's true.
Damn it.
Damn.
The card. We kept the card.
Yeah. That's the same.
It stayed
Yeah.
the same. It wasn't. Okay, it's easy enough to fake. Should we just call on the stone, say, "Hey Mel, where are you? Marcus is
Yeah.
missing."
No, I'm gonna go ahead and say, hey, Mel. Really appreciate you looking after Marcus for us. You seem to have left him, and he's gotten into he's
A little
one or
roughed
two
up.
inc- he's a little roughed up. Somebody stabbed him in the hand. What'd you do?
Oh, hey. So yeah, I had to leave because I had something to do, like little thingy. That sucks. Is he still alive?
Yeah,
And
but I
Oh, that's good.
I hope to. I guess he's still alive. You everything work out okay? Hopefully you didn't lose too bad to him.
Nah, it's gonna be fine.
Okay. When you gonna be back, bud?
Probably when I'm done with this. Probably a day or something. Why? You want to go grab a beer?
Yeah, man. I'm up for. I owe you more beer. It's. Thanks for babysitting.
I like that. I kind of feel like we're working together more and more. You should join us. You know, cards on the table. Maybe that's something for you.
Everyone's
You
pulling
guys
at
are
us.
you guys are, you're not exactly sneaky or anything, but you get the job done, and that's great. Sorry about Marcus, but still.
Yeah, we that's what we say. When all else fails, rely on Plan C. Um, Probably something we can discuss later. But when you get back in town, yeah, I'd love to buy you a beer.
Yeah, sure. I'd appreciate that.
Okay, thanks, bud.
All right.
Okay,
let's assume for now that Mel was actually real.
I
Huh?
think he might be real.
He might
And
be.
he-
Yeah.
and then that
But
the job he had was from the actual queen who came in there going, "What the fuck is?" Oh no, he would have said something. He would have said, if the queen showed up and got Mel out, but she might not have called like seriously. We got Mel out. She might not she might not have actually even bothered. She could have go out there, walk around the town, and be like, why don't we go ask the fucking everybody else in the middle of the square if the queen came
right, yeah.
twice? Like go ask literally everybody else because they can't all be fake unless this is a bizarro
We
plot
run the
twist.
simulation.
I'm
Q
gonna-
X
I'm
Files
serious
2.
about this.
It turns out none of this is real. We're actually playing a game on something called the internet. We're all in the game.
I have a one shot where that is actually a thing that I very quickly reference to for a second, but that is just about as bad as being at the end of the campaign. And then you all woke up. I will never, hand to heart, I will never do that. That is the shittiest way to end the campaign.
Totally. Are you gonna
I'm gonna hang out here. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Man, like Marcus is still looking at the mirror, and she is like,
Oh no, I took the mirror with me. He didn't get to keep it.
oh, I don't know why I'm looking at my hand.
You don't know why you tripped and fell.
No, I didn't. You stabbed me.
Then you do know.
Nimrod's gonna walk up to the what was the traders? The very first guy we worked with. Worked
Aaron.
for.
Aaron Marlowe.
Aaron. Aaron.
Hey.
Hey, buddy. It's gonna be a very bizarre question. I know it's getting late, but for the past day, you were here when the Queen of Thieves came in, right?
Of course, talk of the town.
Yeah.
And for once, like, nothing too bad happened. You guys are still alive, so nothing bad happened, I imagine.
She only came the one time, right?
Yeah. Why?
Just like you said, it's always kind of iffy with the Queen of Thieves, you know?
Well, you tell me.
Yeah. Interesting.
So she wasn't like wandering around the town after they met us, right?
No, she came in, she walked off with you guys, and then they walked out. Why are you having dealings with the queen, by the way? Like, she's dangerous.
She sure is. That's why we're dealing with her.
I'm not going to ask anything else. Like, I value my life too much.
Yeah. Huh. So I'm looking over the nest up going,
That puts us
ideas
back.
what this could
That
have been.
yeah, that puts us back to square one, doesn't it?
Let's not talk about it in public, I feel like.
yeah.
Let's go home and figure out what we are gonna do, I think.
Yeah. All right, Aaron.
What
you
actually
stay,
happened.
It's been a crazy day. Stay safe, Aaron.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck.
If she only came once, then that was definitely their plan from the start. Then
That's also something I was considering, that she tried to just to get us off guard or surprise us by getting there too early, so we are not prepared for anything. If in case there was a trap or something else, I feel like that would be just a cautious move. But I'm
I think
worried that, like, the stupidest idea I currently have is that she actually replaced the real queen and is now sitting with the hooded lanterns. That would be fucking weird if something like that happened, and we would have probably the commander would have probably noticed if someone replaced her. So that's not what happened.
that's why I was asking about her children and stuff like that. Just trying to get some personal info that maybe only she would know personally. I don't know
But
how
I'm trying to figure out what did they do? What did they actually do? We still have Elodie.
Mm-hmm.
We Elodie, do you have still everything you had before with you, or did she somehow steal something from you?
I'm not entirely sure. Like, looking at my robes, I got a bit of pocket lint here, and like, she gets a couple of like weird stuff out of his robe. This is not mine. This is hit. Like, does that change as well? I don't even have my knives on me, I think. My brother really doesn't have a lot to him. He's got great hair, but that's really it. Is
If I
there a way,
remember,
like, once the spell runs out, if it does run out, do I get to keep the hair? Is there a way to keep the hair?
I don't think
what
so.
about your memory?
But
Right as rain, honestly. Except for the moment that apparently happened between the queen coming in and I'm sitting in the skull and sword. And you stabbed me.
Get over it.
That's easy for you to say. Like, can I give you a return favor?
Maybe
You don't have your
sometime.
knives. Have a good berry.
Yeah, thanks.
would Nesbit have read about seeming? Because as far as I remember, seeming is basically just still a you can go through it and your real body is still below that. If I
Yeah.
remember
So
correctly.
because it is a very high level spell, seeming is fifth level, I believe. So really high, but still high. Yeah, there is still a way to detect it, but it requires an intelligence saving throw, and it has to match the spellcaster's DC. If you don't, by all accounts, that is also what separates it from, say, most other like form changing magic, where quite literally, if someone all of a sudden has a hat and you try to reach through it, you reach through it. With this, if you don't match the check, by all accounts, that hat is there.
But it specifically says that the spell fails to hold up to physical inspection.
Yeah, but that is like if you actually check something which is difficult. Between Elodie and her brother, hands are roughly the same. Long hair, like it's pretty much there unless you really get into it.
But she herself should be able to grab her knives and stuff if it's just that. So I'm worried that they actually swap bodies, or but that would.
But
all
her
of
knives,
this
her
stuff
knives are
right-
telekinetic.
Yes.
Yeah, but like she's wearing leather armor compared to Marcus' robes, so that's also like blindingly obvious. Like you feel what you're wearing. So
If you would have, yeah, if you would have felt like his chest area or whatever, you would have felt leather, but you took his hand.
okay, but okay.
Should we just wait and see if the spell runs out?
Well,
For now.
it's evenings.
Yeah.
We might as well sleep and then keep a watch.
El-
Keep a watch on him.
Ellie, like check, like Ellie's checking her pockets. Like you don't have your psychic knives or anything like that.
I can try to throw one.
Let's
Totally holds
try and
his
throw
hand
one.
up to like the wall.
Say no more. Elodie, where do I have your token? Oh, as a matter of fact, I can do it like this. That works too. That is a dirty 20.
It's gonna hit.
All right. I'm not going to apply sneak attack. That is 4 damage. And you see a psychic blade flying through the air and hitting your hand.
He'll obviously wince, but aim directly to the hand like that could have been like a bigger deal out of it. It still hurts like hell, but takes it like a champion.
I guess that works.
Offers you some berries.
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I don't see what did actually happen. What did they do that actually like did something? I can only imagine that they somehow infiltrated the Hooded Lanterns now with either the students of Oscar or something.
For that Rolf dude, it'd be awfully convenient if entire party got wiped out and then the lone survivor made it back, oh so wounded. And I mean, we already kind of figured this, but that's a mighty convenient story to have just one random dude come back.
Speaking of whole party wipes, you did go down back into Drakkenheim one person less, right? Because you left Marcus here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something to think about.
What?
First there were 5, then there were 4. Imagine running into a troll or something.
If we had failed the survival checks.
If you would have run into something dangerous, you would be down 20% of your power.
Yeah. And if we are correct, Marcus, if he had came with us, would have still been Elodie.
And not know how to use their power. Yes.
Yeah.
So
And who would go down first then?
okay, what
Hey,
what
in
are
that
the
case,
next
in
moves?
that case, I'd like to say that we did the right thing.
Yeah,
Yes, you did.
I know. I'm sure Elizabeth was like, "Oh, thank goodness." Now that, yeah, could have been worse.
The only thing I can imagine who is now in danger or something might happen to is the Hooded Lantern. should we hurry back and check on them again?
And we keep running back.
We
and
can't.
forth
We
here,
can't. We can't do that.
Yeah.
It's nighttime already. We arrived at them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I guess let's sleep and go there in the morning, or because I don't see anything else we can do right now.
No, I agree with you entirely, but
Yeah.
like, we also know that traveling.
Yeah. I think our only thing we do now is do a long rest.
We do a long rest and then we keep watch on Marcus/Elodie night just to make sure that nothing funky happens. Actually, I'd like to pat her down for any kind of tracking device. And magical, whatever, tracking.
So as you pat them down, you will notice on their back that there is a bit of a bulge that you don't see. There's a backpack there.
Barry, I do want to point out that
Yes.
when he first got transformed, I did pat him down,
Yes.
and I didn't feel any of this.
The thing is, I considered like, what are you really going to notice? And I was like, if you were going to specifically like find a backpack or whatever, you might have noticed that. And I figured from the way that you pat him down, the way that you described it, that you wouldn't have noticed, because Elodie and
But
Marcus are
again,
pretty close to the way they look.
leather armor and cloth armor. That's like something that's I feel like that's something like you will notice the discrepancy from what you expect.
Fair enough. I made a bad decision there. I figured like, you're not going to notice that. Upon reflection, yeah, that might have been something you would have noticed.
I definitely, because I was patting him down for specifically this reason. All right, well, I guess we can just pretend that it's a very good spell, and that
You just had a common Nebarlan roll.
But yeah, we can just go with that. I rolled I rolled a critical failure in my pat down.
My apologies. Like, I mean, every once in a while, I also make a bad call. Yeah, I should have considered that.
Just so we're aware, if you had said this at the time, the entire trajectory of the past 2 sessions would have changed.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
Let's just imagine it was another natural one on the Nebarlan side.
Yeah, we can just do that. It was a critical failure.
Hey, this spun it into a different direction that's also funny.
Yeah.
Because now we're really trying to figure out what the fuck they gained from that whole thing.
My guess is it literally was a distraction because they knew the whole time what was going on and they were getting Oscar.
So what you're saying is it's distractionception.
Yes. Distraction.
Oh,
like we were distracting them, but in reality they were distracting us while they were doing what we wanted to do after we distracted them.
They wanted us to stay away from Oscar, but they only took the research now. They replaced me earlier. They should.
Because we were coming back because we would have been coming back to get him.
They could have done this much easier. That's my problem. If they already replaced him and he was down there alone without the students noticing, they could have solved all of this much earlier. But we're still there once.
Unless we interrupted midway.
Because the students didn't know any better. They thought everything was just fine, and they were pulling everything out. Like it was all empty, and they didn't think anything of it.
The 3 doppelgangers that were waiting outside obviously were surprised that we were there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they had already moved the potion. What if at this point they were rummaging through his research as well downstairs? They heard that we were coming downstairs as well. They just picked up the disguise, the guise that it was Oscar.
Yeah.
They were looking for the relevant information to go through to take along with the potions as distracted earlier. We still interrupted because why would they stay and risk the closure? Why would there still be 3 guards outside if they were done? We interrupted something.
And what's funny is he said the door was he said the door was trapped, but we never checked it was trapped. He just said that, okay, it's all right now, come on in. The doppelganger was down there, like transforming and tying Oscar up and throwing him in the closet, and we walked in. He's like, it's like basically they had the door shut, going, no, don't come in. It's dangerous. Don't come in. It's totally trapped. Don't come in yet. Okay, it's all fine now.
But my points. Yeah, I don't know. Let's sleep and head back to the Hooded Lantern and see what's
And
happened.
the fucking queen knew it. And we would go back and give the fake Oscar the fucking little queen card, and he would go, okay. And he'd be like, and that would be her saying, it's all done. It's mission's accomplished.
Yo, Fizz, you there? Or Fritz, you there?
Yes.
How about we duo fireball the queen next time?
I'm not sure that will be very effective.
It'll make you
But
feel-
I am-
What makes you say
I'm
that?
always very receptive to fire as a solution.
At this point, Atoli's kind of seething, like being double crossed for like a third time.
I think Blackjack Mill's gonna have we're gonna have a beer when he comes back.
Yeah, I think that's a good. Oh yeah, let's hope he's here in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to stab his hand.
We'll use some honey before we use the vinegar.
I like metal.
Yeah, let's just get him back to our home and try to interrogate him there.
Yeah.
Something like that. But yeah. Let's first see if that damn spell ends on LD.
Yep. So I think we should do a little
I'll
bit
take
of
the
that.
first shift. Him, her.
Yeah, how many spell slots do I have?
Fritz will actually not sleep this night, but him and Fizzle will keep watch in addition to everyone else.
As he goes to
Okay.
sleep, Nabarla and you see will be enjoying all 38 of his berries before they go bad.
Oh, I'm so full. One more.
I can.
You're lucky that those things don't have calories, or you would not have been able to wear your armor for any longer.
I swear, these are the worst lambast berries ever.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine they feed you for a day, so that's like 3,000 calories. So that
2,100,
was
3,000 times 34. That's a lot. That's dead.
It's what's the Lord of the Rings like? One small bite can fill the belly of a grown man for a whole day. How many did you have? 34.
Mm.
Doing that kind of like. There. Yep, we got room for one more. All right.
All right. So for the night, so Fritz is going to stay up. Is Nespip, are you going to tinker through the night, like part of it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the usual stuff. So one shift and then tinker the other one.
Sure. And Atoli Nabarlan, were you going to stay up or are you going to sleep?
Atoli would take the first.
Okay.
I guess we don't need a.
There's no need for another shift if you unless you want to.
Let me see if there's something else that I would want to do with that time. Aside from his normal journaling, that's it. So no, yeah, he'll just go to sleep.
Sure. Luckily for all of you, the night passes without issue. So nothing happens that you are aware of. That is one roll that I'd require, and that is the second roll that I'd require. Which that is on the brink, but that's fine. Nespip, it's 10 to 20 is fine.
I assume I
so-
also need to roll for exhaustion.
Sorry?
I assume I also need to roll for exhaustion.
If you're going to stay up the entire night, then yes.
I'll use a luck point to give myself advantage on that. And
I
that's 50.
I didn't stay up all the night. I did that what we discussed. I thought this was on a 1 or 2, I think, or something like that. Yeah.
All right, it would be another 1 or 2. Yeah. Yeah. In
Yes,
that
so-
case, you're fine.
Yeah.
And as well as you are, Tim, you're fine as well. This is with a 15, you're fine. All right. Night turns into day, and you've all had a night. As you during the night, have you kept an eye on Marcus?
Probably
Or have
would
you
have
just
for the
Yeah.
first shift.
okay?
Fritz would have actually been sitting outside the house, like basically next to the door.
Sure.
Smoking his
So,
pipe.
but no on his part.
I'm thinking about one thing, but no, it's too far away. In that case, you wouldn't have noticed anything. Marcus, at the crack of dawn, almost like it's in sync with it, you notice that he's starting to like look a little droopy faced, and at some point, his entire physique just sort of like changes, sort of fades out as another shape fades back in again. And I'd imagine all of you would realize who that is because, yes, indeed, Elodie is sitting there again.
Uh,
Oh, that looks more familiar. That's nice. I still can't believe that she did that.
Hold on, I gotta check.
here's looking. I think while we're here, let's go ahead and sell that giant, the big one, the 500 gold crystal.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Atoli would actually walk up, look at Elodie for a bit, and then hug her.
First, you stab me in the hand, and now you hug me. I don't understand you totally, but thank you. I think you
Where
are
are
doing
you?
this to look out after me. So
Anything else? Get on with it.
After saying that, you will just hear out of nowhere next to your ear Atoli. Who are you and what have you done with Atoli?
well, roll me.
Oh crap! Here we go again.
The Barlin feels totally for illusionary magic to make sure that he's not been replaced over the night. He
No,
rubs
he
his
feels the
shoulder.
same, and he even hisses at you a little.
Okay. All right.
Let's go and check if Blackjack Null's there.
Yeah.
Going into the tavern, you see sitting in the corner a famous face. Blackjack Mel has returned, and he's currently having some eggs and, yeah, why not? Eggs and bacon.
I'll take one of
Mel.
those. I'll take one of those and walk straight on over, sit next to him.
You hear another pan going on the fire.
Mel,
Morning, guys.
back from your
Good to
job.
be back. Yeah, glad I'm back. I never like going into the city.
Appreciate you looking after Marcus for us.
Yeah, it's what I do, you know. Guy can't probably even fend for himself, you know. Like he was holding that spear like he was holding a spear for the very first time. I can't imagine that he even survived to the city by himself at some point.
I couldn't either. Now I owe you. I owe you. Now I did cover your drinks yesterday, but I did promise you that I'd cover another drink.
Ah,
Yeah. Since you got some breakfast there, and looks over at Tully, and I guess that Tully is going to be getting some breakfast here soon. A question: how often is the Queen? I mean, we had kind of a rough spot there with the Queen yesterday.
yeah.
How often does she come to Emberwood? From your, I'm new here, but
Oh, to
right now.
Emberwood, not that much. We usually handle the affairs over here because it's a little bit of a walk. She goes out quite a lot though, like Buckle Down Road. She joins the fighting pits a lot, where it's just just encourage people.
Mhm.
There's the odd thing that she does as well, either joining in or whatever. She's quite active, but she doesn't really come to Emberwood that much. So you were lucky, Apparently, it was important.
Yeah, was very important. Um, yeah, just it's been a weird day trying to trying to get everything sorted out here. Um,
Yeah, I can imagine. How are you holding up without what's her face, the blonde girl?
Elodie, um,
Yeah,
At this point,
it's
the keen eyes would probably see.
um, it's she made her choice. She made her choice. she can be impulsive sometimes, but she knows what she's doing. I don't begrudge her of that. Do you?
Yeah, it sort of looked like the queen just made a choice over there on a whim, but I don't know. Sometimes she
Yeah.
does things that I don't understand.
Can I make an inside check to see if he's lying, if he's trying to act something out, or if he's genuinely just doing small talk about that?
Sure.
Yeah. 24, natural 20.
Nice. Nebarlan, if you're trying to get anything out of this, it's like so. Nespit with you, like obviously insight doesn't work as a lie detector, but this sounds like good old Mel so far. So either he's oblivious to whatever happened over here, or he's like perfectly fine, and yeah, this is what happens. There's no lying in this right now.
I wouldn't put it past that. He might even actually know what's going on, but this is just operations as usual for him, so he's not even sweating it. Mel,
Yeah.
you done your breakfast. I really want to show you some appreciation here. We've been in Drakkenheim. We got some those crystals. We got some we got a doozy there, and I think it's only
Ooh.
fair that we share spoils after you did us that solid. I know you didn't want to, but you did us that solid. And I really would like to show our appreciation.
I appreciate that. Like that's those gemstones are quite expensive. I don't really have a use for them, but I can sell them.
Right. Yeah. When you get done with your breakfast, come on over. We can divvy it up back at our place.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Cool. And so Brian will get up and walk out, and then meander back. Thistle will stay and keep an eye on the area to ensure that he comes like he said he would.
He's gonna sit there and remain eating.
Sure.
That's also
Let's
good.
Pip Nebarnon and Fritz, I imagine, who's currently stepped away for a second. If you walk outside, you all of a sudden hear a swooping sound in the air, and as you look up, you see a griffin flying by. A griffin with a rider on it.
Griffin
To which
rider.
direction?
Hmm?
Towards what direction?
Roughly in the direction of Drakkenheim, but slightly off path.
How high is it?
Oh, quite high. So let's say like 120 feet or something.
Okay. I don't have Thistle's token, but we could go up there within a couple seconds and get a better look and see would I recognize the person.
The person himself, no, because they're clad in plate armor, but you will immediately
Okay.
recognize the emblem.
What's the emblem?
That's an emblem of the Silver Order.
Super. He's going to. Is he going towards the direction of the camp, or is he going towards? Okay. They got a big wig coming in. If he's got a griffin. That big wig. I'll let
For the
everybody
idea
know
of what
that.
they look like, by the way, that's what they look like.
I'll let everybody know that Silver Order big wig is coming in.
Oh, sorry, Nespip.
Nespip, no.
you got caught in the selection.
All right. Just gonna hang out here for just a few minutes and see if Mel meanders over. Atoli is still sitting there with him, right?
Yep.
In that moment, do you want to do something, or because Melvin will finish up his food and come over to the house?
No, he's gonna very carefully follow him, and then as he leaves, he's.
At some point, he will indeed leave. Like once he passes you, Atoli does like the whole like a finger.
No, Atoli was sitting next to him.
Oh, well, in that case, he will stand up and be like, it's always good food over here, right? Right. Let's go to your house, or that's back there, right?
I'll be right along.
Yeah.
He leaves
Runs
the
outside.
corner outside.
He sees Blackjack and like has a crystal in his hand, going, come on.
Wow, that's a big one.
What your queen said. Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Once he's in, Blondie, of course, will move in to block the doorway.
Tali stands right next to Blondie.
Right. So how much is that?
What's his reaction upon seeing Elodie?
Oh, good point. Once he gets inside, he sees Elodie and he's like, wait, did you guys trade her back or something? Like, how does that work?
That's what we
You're
want to
hoping
ask you.
We usually don't have like a money back guarantee thing or whatever. You visit the queen yesterday.
No. There was no trade that happened.
The queen tricked us. And by the look of your surprised face, you as well.
Oh, no. I was there. There was an exchange that happened with like googly boogly kind of thing that she does. And then Marcus was there.
Marcus has Elodie with magic cast on her.
Yeah, it totally looks to Elodie and prompts her to.
And she does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, I kind of made 100 gold off of you, and that doesn't seem fair. Like right then and there. Sorry.
Mighty big of you, Mel. Here's the issue. We don't have the queen here, and you are her representative here. Now, I like you, Mel. I like you, I really do. Which is why we're talking right now.
Instead
of you lying dead in the skull and sword.
That's what he wanted
yeah,
to
I don't
do.
like that.
I don't like it either. So that's what we're talking.
Nesbit grabs his hammer tight with both hands.
Say, Mel, could you take your cell stone out for a second and, call us?
Yeah, sure. So he takes the stone out and he like holds it like to his ear. Doesn't seem like I can get a connection. That's weird.
All right,
assuming you have your stone in the box right now.
Get the stone out of the box. Yeah.
Oh, ow! Like, it must be really close. That like that.
So it seemed like that was the real queen, and she did this whole bullshit for some reason.
It was the real queen because she took the stone from Dell and gave it to us.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was Dell's stone with constantly in possession with Mel. So that was the real stone. That was at least the real Dell.
And the real
yes,
and the real Mel.
And the real Mel, and maybe or probably still the somewhat real queen or people under the command of the queen.
Yeah.
Because I don't think
Mel's like looking back and forth between you, like what
Mel,
are you talking about?
We've been crossed.
We've been crossed, and you're the only person here in this town, not city, this town, that might have any idea of what's going on. Now, like I said, I'm here to talk, and we'd love to have some input here. So I'm going to ask you, as a good business, I guess, acquaintance, had some good times back there at the pub. When I said I remember we had just a few minutes ago, it was good times.
I was having food and you came in, said hi, and left again. Yeah, those are good times. Go on.
Great times.
What he's trying to say is we'd like to keep this friendly negotiations and not aggressive negotiations.
Right. Because you're going to kill me if I don't comply.
That's pretty much where we stand right now.
He wants to. I don't. I would like to persuade you to fill us in on some of what you know about why this happened.
Huh. So I know like discussion tactics and interrogation tactics. Like if I honestly say I don't know, you guys are gonna kill me, aren't you?
No,
It totally looks completely serious about wanting to kill him.
I don't want to kill you. He does. So that's why I'm talking to you right now.
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this is this is good hooded lantern,
Good
bad
call.
hooded lantern, right? Like
uh,
So you
going
claim
to-
you don't know anything about that, but you're like one of the close aides of the queen.
yeah. Yeah, I'm basically her closest.
Are you sure about that?
Be serious right now. Are you actually the closest one?
Well, I mean, there's
With-
a little council around her, but yeah, I do a lot of things for her. I set a lot of things in motion, and I'm in the comfortable position that I don't have to go inside anymore myself a lot. I can just direct other people. So yeah, I'm high up. I'm a big guy, at least my rank. And whatnot.
And she didn't
Jerry,
tell you that she was about to cross us.
No, but she has her secrets. That's the way it is. She has her plans, and she doesn't share everything. That's part of who she is.
uh, I'm gonna ask you again. Why do you think she might do this?
Maybe for her amusement. It's not really her, but
At this point, Fritz will whisper into Nabarlin's ear, uh, should we ask about the, if he knows about the doppelgangers or about doppelgangers?
Uh, mentioned that we mentioned that those doppelgangers over at Oscar's house. There seems to be a lot of that going around. What exactly do you know about the doppelgangers?
nothing.
I'm going to tell you what. You have employed them in the past, so you do know something. We're being honest right here. We're filling you in. We got Elodie here. I'm being upfront with you. We'd like you to be upfront with me. Because if you don't, I like you. My friend doesn't though. He's getting real.
Ah,
Oh, no.
So now you're trying to double cross me. That's what I said.
no,
If
see-
I don't comply, you're gonna kill me. Ah, knew
I
it.
like Mel. That's the only reason why he's alive right now. It says from.
I don't
Hey,
like
heard
him.
that.
Nestle takes an attack on his toe. He's gonna try to slam his hammer full force down on his foot. Crush
You
his
gonna
toe.
hit him?
Yes,
Great. Make me an attack roll.
he's got enough.
Mm. The 22.
Oh, 22 hits.
Yep. Ooh,
Sorry about your toe.
that's 14 damage.
Oh, okay. Let me make a counter roll.
I hate if he actually. I hate if he actually.
No, he doesn't die. But
That
yeah,
can't be enough to kill him.
no. But like with that, I rolled a 1 on my d6, so you take the toe clean off with that hit.
Like
The
literally
hammer.
squash it into paste.
Yeah. Oh God damn it! And like he like raises a hand very quickly, and all of a sudden, poof, he disappears.
Um,
Yeah.
Detect magic.
He's standing like 5 feet away in the corner, waiting to find a perfect moment to leave the house. He's invisible right now.
Nabarlin,
Seeing him, I'm gonna go over and go for the other tone.
Wait! Here, I'm here. Like he turns himself visible again. Wait!
Let's start
Ow!
talking, really talking. Okay?
yes,
Okay. What do you want to know?
right.
Everything.
Everything you know.
Why is
We've
the
already asked.
queen interested in Elodie?
It's not about Elodie. It's about something much bigger.
Yeah.
About what is it?
gonna kill me if I tell the entire thing. I don't even know the
We're
entire
gonna kill
thing to
you if
begin
you're
with.
not.
Yeah, but
They're
then at
blowing
least
they're blowing whistles. Blondie walks in.
Ooh, big Blondie.
We're not going to kill you.
Yes,
Blondie
we
here,
are.
however, is going to play with you.
it sounds weirdly interesting, but I think I'll still pass.
As he does that, Blondie she freezes the ground. Says, "Mel, does it get cold in Drakkenheim?"
I'm kind of feeling cold right now.
Does it get so cold that your limbs freeze and shatter?
Okay. Wait. Listen. I don't know exactly what's up with Elodie, and I don't know what's up with her brother, but there's something there. And truth be told, oh god, she's gonna hate me for this. We lost Marcus. We had him for a whole long while, but he got out.
We figured as much.
Yeah.
And there's something very important about them. But that's not really the issue right now. There's something even bigger. That's she's cooking up something right now. And I can't tell you.
Oh, I think you can.
No,
See it like
A
this.
totally cast suggestion. It's and from the corner is like, tell us everything.
what's the save on that?
DC 18 Wisdom.
That's gonna be tricky. Wisdom. He has a big fat +0 on that, so that makes it a 10.
Start talking, Mel. You're charmed, bitch.
What is the suggestion you make? Because if
Tell
you
us,
say stop
like,
talking, he'll just tell you a great story.
Yes, no, but it's in connection with what he just said. Like, he can't tell because there's so much going. Like, she's cooking something. That's when he like snaps and says, okay, tell us everything. She's cooking.
This wouldn't fall under like any direct threat or harm. So
Oh,
okay.
he's not under threat or harm at all.
Oh, trust me, he is.
Well,
It's not
not
direct.
not directly.
That's okay. Again, I don't know the full details. Okay, but there's something about the cathedral. Like there's these paladins, and they're very focused on this cathedral, right? And the hooded lanterns, they are too, because it's part of the city. They want to reclaim it, right? Now there's this really weird group of like pilgrims that come into the city. God knows what they're doing, but they don't care about the cathedral, so they're out. But the queen is also interested in it. And I don't know why. She's not a religious type, but there's something important, very important about it. She's been moving a lot of pieces to get ready to get something either in or out of the cathedral. But I don't know if you guys know, but that place is infested.
With
It's
Garmir.
infested. Yeah. Have you seen it?
We know of it.
We've heard.
Okay. Let me tell you one thing. Do you know how many are there?
30?
No, I think it was hundreds or getting up there.
Nearing thousands.
Ew.
That place is impossible to take
Why is it so
by us.
spot for every?
Well, the Garmir have taken up residence because they have. I don't understand why. There's no reasoning with these creatures, and obviously, if they even try to talk, we wouldn't understand them anyways. But there's something that pulls them there, or something that keeps them there. I don't know. But there's a lot of them. Like, it seems like they bolster their ranks with like 50 to 100 each day. It's very scary. The reason it's a hotspot for the Paladins, I think, is pretty obvious. It's a cathedral. They want to take it back. They want to rekindle this fire thing that they do. That makes sense. The Hooded Lanterns make sense too. It's part of the city. They want to take it back. Why the Queen wants it, I have no clue, but she's dead set on it. But we don't have the numbers for that. If we send in everyone that falls under her rule, we'd just be running into a brick wall. I think she's trying to find a way to cooperate or coerce people to join with her on this assault on the cathedral. That's all I know.
And so she would. Does make a whole lot. I mean, so she would try to trick us that she has Elodie. I mean, is that the play here? Is that she's trying to coerce us into
So
actually bringing her there, going there with Marcus?
I don't understand the thing with Elodie and Marcus. I don't understand. I know we don't have Marcus anymore, but beyond that, fooling you with that, I don't know. I don't understand.
He's now.
It was a swap.
Like I have to. Doesn't actually state it, but he's charmed for like 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean I can continue asking him questions?
No. He
No.
pursues
No.
that
Yeah,
suggestion
okay.
that you made.
Okay, good. That's
Yeah,
kind of
and
what
if that takes
about.
Yeah.
if that takes up to 8 hours or more, he will so.
Yeah, because it could be an action as
Yeah.
well. Got it. Okay, cool. What is the like? I totally would still, but in what's the importance of Marcus anyway?
She's feverish about it, but I don't know what.
So you're her closest counselor. Don't know the importance of one of your presumably most important prisoners.
You don't know how it is to work for her. The most important thing she keeps very close to the chest, and no one is privy to that. It's just hers. Anything else, I know.
Well, good news, Mel. It seems you just got some new employers.
Yeah.
Well, if any word of this gets out to her, you said it yourself, she's going to kill you.
Anything I've said so far is, yeah, he's probably going to kill me for that.
So I guess you're a double agent now.
And you think that doesn't make my situation even more dangerous?
Yeah, but as long as you stay faithful to us, keep your secret.
Yeah, so that's what she offered me when I joined her, okay? I don't want to do that again.
You're already in.
With her.
Okay. Well, we can't necessarily let you go here and tell her that you told us all this. So
I can promise you that I won't speak of this. If I do, I'm dead, and you guys will be too. But I will be too. I won't speak of this.
Yeah, but we can make it look like an accident. That's only kind of smart.
And you think that still won't raise? You know who you're talking about here right now, right? If it was that schmuck from the Paladins, yeah, you could probably pull that off. You're talking about the Queen of Thieves here.
Yeah.
You think making it look like an accident? There's no way you're going to do that.
Yeah, to be fair, if we kill you now, as much as it would be kind of fun.
It's such a dick thing to say. I love it.
I don't see any way it could get, like, the best solution for all of us is if you just stay quiet. We stay quiet. Nobody knows of this exchange. This exchange happened.
I mean, we can make it look like an accident.
Toe really hard.
Can make it look like an accident. He complained when we met her the first time that Mel was probably off drinking on his stupors again. Could, doused
Could
him
have
in,
accidentally swallowed a knife or something.
could have doused him in alcohol and pushed him in the river.
Again, I don't think that will work.
Why not?
Honestly. Because you need to get him to the river, you need to get the alcohol somewhere, and probably half of the town is working for her. At least I assume that. So,
Listen,
yeah.
I might have something for you. I want to get out of this alive. I got things riding as well. I carved out a piece of good for myself, and I was planning on retiring in a couple of years and just have my thing. I understand that this is going to be difficult, and one wrong move and I'm dead.
Does he look like he actually
something.
he actually thinks that he's going to get out of this? Like not the situation that he's in, but like with running with the queen and everything.
Oh, he looks very, very meticulous right now. Like he's very
Yeah.
careful.
Well, I want to hear what he has to say.
Sorry.
Listen, you guys have been to the Queen, right? You've been to the fighting pits. You've seen Buckle Down Row. I was so proud of you guys, by the way. Like I made like 100 gold off of you guys fighting. Just so you know, great. So you've been to the fighting pits. You've been to Buckle Down Row, and you've been to the Under Tavern, haven't you?
Yes,
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
met with the Queen over there.
the queen in the
Yeah.
underneath the tavern.
No, the Under Tavern. That's where you were, like in the
That was-
sewers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, we call that the Under Tavern. So you've seen her there, but you haven't seen one thing there. Now, before I share this with you, again, we never spoke. This never happened.
We were sharing a beer.
Exactly. And I stubbed my toe really hard, and shit happens.
We got a lot of junk flying around.
Yeah.
Sorry,
happens,
Nesbitt.
I just accidentally stubbed my toe off. Like, it happens, Drakkenheim, You've seen her throne room, but you haven't seen her quarters.
Mel, you have. You dog.
Listen, I'll sweeten the deal with you, as if you let me go.
Whoa.
The Queen. No, I'm not. Look, come on.
Go on.
Trust me, I've tried, and she's not interested.
Okay.
She said to me. It's gonna sound so bad now.
Yep.
Do you know what she keeps in her quarters?
Well, I'm assuming Marcus.
It's made of delirium.
Oh no.
That's not making it better.
No, it's
It's not helping.
really not.
It's rock hard and made of delirium. What did she keep in her quarter smell?
I'm just gonna say it. I'm glad for this exchange of Isabel. Anyways, in her quarters, she's keeping a couple of things. She's keeping a couple of things which are very dear to her.
God,
She's
I can't.
it keeps getting worse.
She spent years looking for. I can't. And her collection is almost complete. Come on. Oh God. She's collecting things which are very important to her. Have you ever heard of the Small Council?
the small council of of the Royal Small Council.
Yeah.
She's collecting a small council.
She's keeping the Small Council in her bedroom. This is not gonna happen, is it?
I didn't know she was like that.
Oh God, this is bad.
Her influence stretches very far. It's the
I'm sure it does.
No.
Very stretchy.
So the small council was entrusted with a lot of power in Drakkenheim, right? There were a couple of them that had these special items that had a certain power to them, which is very important. And the Queen has been collecting those things, and she has a couple, but she's out looking for more of them. But the ones she has right now are all locked away in her quarters.
Checks
Which
out.
one she has.
I imagine that what?
Do you know which one she has?
I don't know which ones, but I know she has 3 or 4 of them right now.
Oh my god.
I figured that if you guys want to do the right thing, maybe you want to consider getting your hands on those.
3 or 4. So she's either, if I recall correctly, the small council is made up of 6 individuals. Or is it 7?
Yeah, I believe 6 or 7. Let me quickly check how many it were. The seals of Drakkenheim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, only 6? Chancellor's Crest, Inscrutable Staff, Lord Commander's Badge, Spymaster's Signet, Steward's Seal, and the Crown of Westermar. Yes, just 3 of them.
Oh my god. She got 3 of them. And
Yeah.
not sure why she'd want Elodie to get those, but or Elodie or Marcus for those, but that does start to make sense now. So if I'm deducing this correctly, it means that she may assume that there is another one at the cathedral.
It's not a bad thought and something that I considered as well. I'm not sure though, but
That's actually good info.
that's number 7. Yeah, there's 7.
And the 7th one is at the cathedral.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Makes sense, yes. That puts a hamper. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how we could get to the ones that are in her chambers.
I can tell you where it is. It's hidden, but once you know how to get there, it's not difficult. You just need to go at the right time. When she's not holding audiences, it's pretty quiet in there.
When does she hold audiences?
Either when she's expecting them, and I'm pretty privy to when that happens, and then there is a couple on every other day.
Hey. Would today be an audience day?
You see him counting on his fingers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because yesterday wasn't. Yeah.
Well, Mel. Totally. You're the one with the influence here.
What?
You have any, you're the one who's controlling his suggestions.
No, not anymore. He's done.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah.
Well, you know that if you share this with her, she would probably kill you.
Oh, that's not even a problem. Probably. Like, nobody knows that but me and her.
Okay. And so, just out of your own self-interest, you wouldn't share our conversation with anyone.
That would kill me. So, no.
I totally.
Sorry. Oh, go ahead.
It's just. I totally looks at Mel with a little bit more concern rather than. Says, "You actually think you're going to escape her clutches? Think there's someone like?"
I once thought I didn't need an out. I once believed that the way that she saw the future of Drakkenheim was the right way.
But you don't.
You know, I don't disagree with the hooded lanterns. They want to take something back that's theirs. It's what we do all the time. I'm not sure about the paladins, but I understand their zealousness. It's just not my take on it. I honestly don't get those people that are pilgriming into a sick city. Why not go to another continent altogether? Why come here? I don't get that. But with the queen, she was building up something for everyone, you know.
But now,
Well, she's still saying she is, but Her focus is definitely on other things. Maybe she's doing it for the right thing in the end, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like that anymore. But what else can I do? She isn't a bad sort. I think she still is going to create something which is beneficial to all. It just doesn't seem like the thing that she started out with.
She's going to impose herself as.
She can't.
She does magic.
She uses
Going
magic.
to. You just explained it. She's gathering the seals.
Yeah, so with all the seals in hand, she still can't sit on the throne. But she can probably dictate who will. Anyone can sit on the throne as long as you're not magical. Like, that's no issue.
Yeah, but
The
Drakkenheim isn't
only-
Drakkenheim anymore.
No, but
The
the-
old
but
rules
the
are
thr-
gone.
No,
totally-
no.
But
Then you
totally-
don't understand how Drakkenheim works. The throne itself
I-
is quite a physical object, and sitting on it.
Fully aware.
think-
I'm just throwing him for.
Oh, but I'm now putting some stuff together. She's interested in Marcus and Elodie, and if she can't be on the throne, being a puppet master for someone who is the next best thing.
Why would you
That's-
pick Elodie? Or why would you pick Elodie over someone like the Lord Commander? Just force him to sit there. He's a wise ruler.
I
She
was hoping you would answer that question because we sure don't know. And he looks at Elodie, and I'm assuming Elodie is going.
Yeah, like she's probably going to be sitting there like.
Well,
Now,
let's.
with all due respect, we do have no experience in governing anything, right? With due respect, someone like the Lord Commander or whatever would, but he would never listen to the Queen unless she has all the tokens in hand. He pretty much has to.
I think she's doing something you don't even know of, and I'm not sure if that's a good sign, honestly, because you called her. I think, yeah, we know that you called her and you told her to come meet us at noon, right?
Yeah,
He arrives 2 hours.
she has a reason for everything, so she must have wanted to surprise you guys so you couldn't prepare something. I don't
And
know.
surprise you as well. You didn't know that she would come early.
No, I didn't, but she's done this before. She has her reasons. My guess, you couldn't prepare anything, lay a trap, something like that if she comes early. It's a
How
safety measure.
Okay, that makes sense.
How
but
genuine does it seem when he's like,
I'd say pretty genuine.
But yeah, I'm just confused about what that meeting actually meant because we talked some stuff. She made it seem like Elodie switched places with Marcus and went back. What actually happened? You don't know. You
I-
don't even know. As a close aide, we don't know. So for one, I think she might be suspicious of you or something. If she doesn't tell you, maybe just for the fact that you are actually in contact with us, she keeps that information from you. But yeah, that I don't understand what happened there. That's my biggest issue right now. That she collects some powerful crests, yeah, sure. Every insane ruler would probably do that. But what did she do yesterday? That's what I'm worried about.
Me.
oh, what did he do?
Or what she did. Well, I can only tell you exactly what you saw as well. That's what she did in my eyes.
But
Does she have an ulterior motive? Probably.
What other plans
Where-
did she have for the rest?
Mel, what did she ask
You
you to
left
do?
along with her.
Yeah, you left Marcus for Elodie. What she ask you to do?
She asked me to do something in the city.
Don't make me cast a spell on you.
No,
We're-
no, no,
we're-
no, no.
We're past playing. We're past all this. We're what she have you do?
She asked me to look for something in the city and I couldn't find it. There's this talk going around about a man who apparently can weaponize delirium. Nobody knows where he is, and we're trying to be the first one to be in contact with him. You can't imagine how powerful that is if we get our hands on that first.
The pale man.
Yeah. You know of him? Like he's a bit of a mystery.
Where'd you look for him?
Well, there's only two places logically where he should be beyond an illogical place, which is it's Drakkenheim. Anything could happen. but I figured he is either in the theater district because there is a lot of big places over there. If he has an operation going, he needs space. He can't be cramped up in one of the smaller houses. He needs something bigger. So he's either in the theater district or he's in the district near the castle. There's a lot of villas and big places over there. I know he's in the inner city, but those are the two places I would check first. Beyond
Where
that,
did you
for all we know, he might be in the grotto beneath the Queen's Park Garden or something.
where did you check?
I've been to the theater district. I didn't find him over there. There were a couple of places that did have some life in it, but not something that I was looking for, so to speak.
Okay.
Who was the rat traveling?
Jerry.
Gary.
Yeah.
Gary.
What's his
I hate,
connection?
I hate to say it, but I think at this point he is dispensable. He was another one of the Queen's connections. At some point, there was a group of ratlings who supposedly congregated under a rat prince. Imagine that, right? Like Drakkenheim does horrible things to creatures and people. Yeah, so we haven't heard of the rat prince for a little while, so we assume that he's been killed or just lost or whatever happened. Jerry was the sort of the ambassador for them. But if we don't have a connection to the rat prince anymore, yeah, he kind of outlived his usefulness. He's a good guy, though.
So the queen has a established relationship.
She did, yeah.
Until now.
Well, I mean, with the disappearance of the rat prince, that connection basically severed, I imagine.
Yeah, but they're more concerned about summoning him.
Yeah, I heard something about that. I don't really believe that that is a thing. There's no such thing as a rat god, and even if there is, they don't have the power nor the knowledge to summon a god. Imagine that.
It totally looks him in doesn't pay very much.
Oh, I believe they believe that. Yeah, but
They're
too stupid
traveling.
to see.
They're traveling to.
Yeah, and then what? They'll be swallowed whole by whatever lives down there.
Just like the followers of the Falling Flame.
Have you ever seen them come out?
No, but I've run
Everyone
into them
travels into
inside
the
that
city.
we've run into them inside the city. They're very much.
Why?
I mean,
They travel
to
to
be-
the meteor. I never see them coming out. They all die over there. It's probably a big pit of dead bodies down there. Just,
Have,
they don't decay.
have you checked it?
No, because I'm not going to go to the meteor.
Good.
I've never seen them come out, and I've been running this city for about 15 years, kid.
Yeah, I think then they're either they're amassing into a giant orb of flesh, or they're just lying around dead.
Oh,
If
that's a
no one
creepy
comes
thought.
out, then yeah,
I mean, we've seen that.
the house is
Oh god. Can you imagine hundreds of bodies just smushed together into just
Yeah.
a
Can you
congealing?
imagine?
Yes.
I got a feeling.
Can. Don't
I
want.
can. That's why it's so bad. Mel, I Braun pulls out a berry and smushes it on his toe stub.
It for lack of a better word, cauterizes the wound, but he's definitely lost that toe.
Yeah.
And part of his shoe.
Yeah, his shoe is like a big crimson stain on it.
Squishes a little when he walks.
we're gonna we can let you walk out of here.
Oh, you're a man of
But-
honor. You're a lord, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I heard.
So,
Will you live up to your title?
We're gonna let you walk out of here. This conversation never happened. And keep an open mind with future conversations.
Sure. If I know a time for sure that the place is vacated over at the Queen's, I'll try to be in contact with you. You still got the sending stone, right?
Spellstone, yes.
Yeah.
I think we can now keep it unboxed because we know it goes directly to Mel.
yeah.
No promises, but if I know that there is going to be a moment where it's completely empty, I'll let you know.
Yeah, just
enough.
try not to get caught. And also, sorry about the toe. But if you tell the queen and don't get killed, I'm coming. What's happening to what happened to your toe will happen to your head. So
Yeah,
keep that in
I
mind.
get it. We use worse tactics on other people, so I'm glad it was just that.
Yeah.
This is where Nabarlan tosses that shard of reflex. Whale shit.
Oh,
And the,
yeah.
it's a Blondie. Marlon looks over at Blondie and she moves away from the door. He can leave.
Thanks. That is a marvelous creature, by the way. Is that a dragon? It's not a dragon, is it?
Dragon, a dragon-esque creature. Let's just say that.
Well, it's no Menazeront, but it's something. It looks pretty.
People keep saying that word. I don't know what that is.
Dragon adjacent.
Wait, like as he passes you, you don't know what Menazeront is?
No. Is that a what is Menazeroth?
Menazeront was the dragon. He was kept in the castle, well, near the castle. He was one of the creatures that fell to the meteor. Menazeront was scary, sure, it's a dragon, but he was under the control of the king. It was a
He had a
magnificent creature.
dragon?
Would I know
Yeah.
about that
Like
actually?
a full-size dragon?
A full-size dragon, yes.
I would know. I imagine I would.
Yeah, I think as a matter of fact, if you've lived in Drakkenheim for any sort of amount of time before that, past 15 years before the meteor, you probably have even seen Menazeront once or twice. Yeah, he flew like every once in a while. He flew over the city, and it's one of those like everyone lives in fear because it's a dragon. At the same time, everyone knows it's a dragon. It's Menazeront. It's fine.
It's our dragon. It's our dragon.
It's our mascot because it's called Drakkenheim.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
I'm
just
sure
got.
there's no delirium-infused dragon flying around somewhere or sitting around somewhere.
No, he died.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that
He was,
doesn't
he
make
was
it better.
buried. He was buried into the rubble of the castle, so I'm sure he definitely got buried and died there. I'm sure.
Hey guys, on a completely unrelated note, I just got an idea about who the final boss is for this campaign.
The red god.
Yes.
Off you go, Mel.
Well, it's Menazeront was something. I guess I'm gonna miss him. It's not exactly the same as the other one, right? The one that's buried underneath the chapel, but
What?
oh, the first dragon of the continent. It was the animal of Saint Vitruvio. Saint Vitruvius was riding on the back of a dragon, and then the dragon died. There's something in the scriptures about that. Like I don't know, but he died, and where he basically fell, they built a chapel, and that chapel became a cathedral, and that's where the cathedral of Saint Vitruvio comes from.
Holy shit, guys. Okay.
You guys sure
Okay.
that you've been here before?
I like how Mel's just like leaving, saying, "Oh yeah, here's a bunch of like deep lore about stuff that's
Fucking lore dump. Here you go.
Here's something to ponder over.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nice, 2 dragon bosses.
Mel.
Yeah.
Where you go? I stole you that beer.
Well, I'll take you up on that next time I'm here. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for letting me live, guys. I won't forget that. I'll be in touch. And he walks out.
Once he's gone, Fritz will basically just trail his route and clean up the bloodstains on the ground with prestidigitation.
It'll probably take well until he is at Skull and Sword before it even stops bleeding. But sure, all of that is gone.
Well,
Or
that was
I don't know.
well, then perhaps You should take a week to think about that.
Yeah. Yeah, because
If you still do want to finish up between characters, like feel free. But this is where
When
we're
you
at.
said the dragon's name the first time, I was like, Nazareth.
That's really funny.
if we need to get the seals to get into the castle, and she's got 3 of them. We know where 2 are. There's 1 out there somewhere, or no, 7. She's got 3 of 7, so we know where 2 are. There's 2 more sitting out there somewhere, and I don't know if we need them all to get into the castle, but I'm assuming we probably do.
Wasn't one of them the Archmage's staff or something?
Yes,
The inscrutable stuff, yes.
suitable
So we
staff.
know of 3 of them.
I was about to say, isn't Eldrick's staff? No, because it's infused with delirium.
Yeah, Eldrick staff is not the inscrutable staff.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah, because I thought it was to begin with.
Eldrick was the archmage of the city.
If we are, I think it might be our next step might be to get into the Archmage Tower, or to the Alchemist Academy Tower.
I feel like it's more with the chapel. It seems like there's a big problem brewing.
It sounds like a massive problem that's going to require a lot of fire.
I don't know if we're ready for that, because if there's a whole horde of stuff, we're going to need a massive force behind us, and then
I assume it's gonna be something like the Hood Atlanta and then Paladins team up to fight against a normal Garmir, and they need someone to go into the defeat that one leader on Garmir they talked about.
the Lord of the Feast.
Lord of the Feast, yeah.
Barlin likes feast. Barlin likes feast, but I don't know if he likes this feast.
No, but because I really don't think we should just basically on a whim try to go into the quarters of the Archmage.
Oh,
yeah.
I also don't know how we would get there with the whole half the tower is floating situation.
Very carefully.
Yes, that is a very fair point.
I'm just trying to think of because if she's trying to collect those, oh, she's back.
Hey, Isabel.
Cuties.
I'm sorry, I stabbed you.
Isabel, yeah, you got stabbed. You got.
It's
yeah,
okay.
you got
You stabbed me back.
Did I hit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Really good hit.
Oh shit! I'll be Marcus.
And then we hugged in the morning, so it's all good.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you're not Marcus anymore. No.
Good.
No, they learned the truth.
Yeah.
They learned the truth. Good.
Yes.
Good little fuckers. Good God.
And we marked
But they
Mel.
also learned something else, which I think you
What?
want to know. Well, they cornered Mel. And
Yeah.
they basically threatened to kill him if he wouldn't spill the beans. And he told quite a few things. We'll go over that next session, but I think there's one which is very important to you.
Yes, please.
Very important.
Yeah,
to you, actually.
They might have maybe accidentally lost your brother.
What?
He escaped.
He's not over there.
Yes, he's not a complete idiot. Okay, good.
No, but
I don't know where he is right now.
Exactly. On the contrary, he's in the wind.
He's in the wind, Marcus. No. Yeah, I just got done with my thing. I was surprised you guys were still on.
Yeah, we were just finishing up the last 5 minutes ago. But yeah, they just had that whole interaction with Mel, and and he pointed out a couple of things. This was one of them, and he also he has shared that he doesn't know why you and or Marcus are so important to the queen.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Good. That Mel doesn't know, because that means that it's not common knowledge, which means we have to get that queen and put a knife to her throat and try to figure it out.
So, and that is something that he offered some guidance on. You went to her place, right, to have an audience with her, and he basically gave some insight, and he will give you more insight on her private chambers. because those are there as well, and she's holding something very important there.
God, please don't.
Ooh, probably
We will-
the Spy Master thing, right?
She, not just that one. She has more than them.
She
She
has
has a couple.
more.
She's
That's
collecting them,
great.
and she has a couple.
God.
Yeah, she has 3 of them. So
3?
probably the spy master, and then 2 others.
Mhm.
So
Cool.
we have a there's more that we can go into, but
I can't
so
believe I
no,
missed getting to roll to hit you, Atoli. That's all I've ever wanted.
You hit, it's fine. I mean, I basically volunteered for it.
Yeah, you were like, "Wow, I feel bad that I."
No, not
stabbed
at
you."
all. It was just like,
oh, and Isabel, just so you're aware, there was a major retcon because it's Barry.
Yeah, I did a fuck up.
He did a
What
fuck
did
up.
you do?
I patted Marcus down to make sure that he didn't have anything hidden on him that could track us. And Barry was like, "Oh no, it's fine. You don't find anything." But then we pat him down. Barry's like, "Yeah, you can feel the backpack on Elodie, like the hidden backpack." I was,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I
What
would
is
have felt
that?
that.
She still has it. Yeah.
I would have felt that when I patted you down the first
Yeah.
time.
It doesn't hide the fact that she's still carrying stuff. Yeah.
No, I was like, yeah,
She
you're
just
not going
doesn't
to be able to.
remember.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to feel that. But yeah, you totally
She'd be
could
like,
have.
"What?
So
I'm
that
carrying
should have been a
stuff?"
check.
But
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, she would be as surprised as you would be, but yeah,
Yeah.
she's definitely got her shit. Like, come on.
so we're just gonna go with that. Berlin rolled a critical failure on that, and just
You did it in Berlin.
Another one
Yeah.
of his Nabarlin rolls.
yeah.
We love
But
it.
beyond that, they did secure Oscar. You were there, right? That
Yeah.
they secured him and they brought him
Mhm.
to the Lord Commander. So that's all covered. And then they went back
That's good.
to Emberwood Village, and this
That
happened.
we gave all of the information to the enemy, so that's fun. Right? It was not actually Oscar last time. That's crazy.
Yeah. There's
That's so
also a potential infiltrator at the Hooded Lanterns.
Oh,
Yeah.
better
So
not be
that's
Petra. I can't be interested in 2 traitors. Like that just
no,
can't
it's
be. That
it's
cannot
not
be my
Petra.
type.
It's this new guy. It's this guy that I healed last
Oh, the
time.
guy that she was helping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
so-
honest. I feel like that's more of the DM needs someone to tell you a rumor. But yeah.
If you want to shake him down right then and there in the garrison, be my guest. Like, let's see what that does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got a big fish to fry next session.
we got a lot of
Oh,
things to do.
And one more
I
thing,
don't know.
you
I don't
guys saw
know
a griffin. You guys saw a griffin glide.
Oh, yeah.
fly.
Yeah.
The Silver Order brought in some heavy hitters. A Griffin flew on with a Silver Order knight on his back.
Yeah.
When did
Like,
that happen?
in full plate armor.
Just as you guys went
When you
outside.
were just going to the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you left the tavern.
Yeah. When you just came
Well,
out to let Mel walk over.
I do not have access to my schedule yet for rehearsals, so I'm not sure if I'll be there on Sunday. I
Mhm.
think I might not because they're doing the first part of the show and I'm in the first part of the show. So,
Congratulations.
but yeah, thank you. There's a good part of it that I'm not in, so there might be rehearsals that I don't have to be at. But those
Mhm.
first few weekends in December, I will definitely not be there. So
Do you know for coming weekend and subsequent weeks, by when would you know if you are or aren't? Like that's a couple of days.
I will
before,
know
I
later
imagine,
on
right?
today for this
Oh,
week, and then
fine.
it'll be the top of the week at every week. So
Perfectly fine. As long as it's a couple of days beforehand, we can
yeah.
just decide like are you going to be there partially or not, and we'll just
Yeah,
we'll work that out.
I think
Yeah.
it'll start around. I think the rehearsals start around 2:30, so I will be able to be there for some of it, maybe. But on the performance days, I definitely will not be there because I'll be
Doesn't
getting
yeah, but that makes sense. We'll plan around that. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know I'm willing to work around it, Barry, if you're willing, and everybody else is, so we can.
Yeah,
Like today
we're
worked
gonna
out fine.
kill
I
Ellie,
mean,
it's fine. We're gonna
yeah.
kill her. It's fine.
Yeah, and so because I suck at like time zone conversion. So 2:30, like does your does it mean you're going to be here for the first
me,
part or for the last part?
Yes,
Of the
for
session?
me, our games start at 1 for me.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to be there for about an hour. Like I was.
Next week we have daylight saving times in
Yeah.
Europe, and I think
Oh,
that's
shit.
not
It makes it
in
an hour
sync.
earlier. Yep.
An hour earlier?
Next week, we are going to be an hour earlier, and you guys not. Then the week after, you adjust as well because of daylight saving time. Those are desynchronized between Europe and America.
Wait, will we be starting at noon for me then, or 2?
We'll be starting at noon, so that gives you an extra hour.
Wow, cool. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think the rehearsals start till at least 2, so that'll be
So
great. Perfect.
that gives you a bit, and then the week after, perhaps we'll look at schedules as we get there.
I think
but perhaps,
daylight savings time is only weird for a week, and then we catch up.
Yeah, you guys get it after Halloween, so that's the weekend after. And I think by then,
I'm pretty sure I don't have rehearsals. Sorry, give me just a second. I don't think I have anything on the Halloween, so I'll still be able to do the one shot.
yeah,
Pretty sure that we don't have anything on the just make sure. Yep, no rehearsal on that day. So I will still be able to do the one shot
great.
acting. So that'll be perfect.
And then the weekend after, the times are aligned again. But at that point, like a couple days before that, let's have a look at the schedules. If, for example, we can start an hour early, like I can make that work. If everyone else can too.
That can maybe be a thing. Yeah, for sure. Do you
That
have
would work for me.
with that, Chris, or Chris?
What?
Or would you be able to start earlier?
Maybe.
Maybe.
So, most likely.
Because
So I think
that would be like 1 for you, I think, right? Because it's
yeah. So
usually.
I share with temporarily. I probably would be able to long term. 2 o'clock worked out best because we have a family like a family farm that I help like in the mornings. My dad needs me to help move stuff, so usually I say okay, I gotta get out of here at like 12:30 or 1 or whenever I can make it back.
Right.
It
So you
also
just
is
have to
deer.
leave earlier, but yeah.
Yeah, so like it should be fine. It's also happening at deer season too. So given if
Deer
there's a deer
season.
and if I'm hauling a deer out of the woods, helping my like I got whacked. I got whacked
You're
with a
such a
tree
country
yesterday.
boy. God.
Uh,
Now, so
so
what we'll do, like once we get closer to that week, we'll have a look if it's possible or
Yeah,
not.
I
If it
might
is,
even
great.
not
If not, then
have
it
rehearsal
should
that week. Like we don't know.
I should
so-
be I should be fine. Worst case, I can text say I'll be a little late because I mean I'll be able to make it back, but
Wait,
it's
that
just
might be.
if something messes up and I get held up, that's the only thing. But it should be fine for me.
works fine. All right, we'll have a look at that. Then that's it for
Alrighty.
today. Thanks so much for calling in as well, Isabel. It's nice to see you.
Of course. I'm in my car, so. haha.
I figured as much. Yeah, like it would be a very tiny home if that was your house.
Yes. Yep, in the car. Just in the parking lot. I was like, surely they're done already, but I see you guys were just finishing up.
We were waiting for you.
Oh, cute. All right. Well, I will see y'all later. Have a great week.
See you
Have
later.
a good night.
See ya.
See you guys. Bye bye.
Friends.
Doodles. And with that, chat, thank you all so much for hanging out. Pleasurable. I fortunately currently throat's hurting. It's just we'll see about streaming tomorrow. Yeah, hanging. Appreciate you all, and I'll see you next.